think we're back. Hey, I see us, sort of.
Awesome.
Hello.
Hooray.
Hi.
Huzzah! Yay!
Sorry about that, y'all.
I just got hit with the suddens.
Anyway, sorry about that. My computer decided to take a poop. My brand new, very expensive computer with all my expensive upgrades took a poop. Well, that makes me sad.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Yeah.
That tracks.
So, where the heck were we? Now that everyone's moved around, I'm all confused. Pesk, what were you doing?
I was trying to find out a little bit more information about Terrell, and also trying to form a better connection with Afra. Who I'm pretty sure thinks that I am a disaster. And she would be right.
So we have a disaster cleric in this game too.
No, just a disaster lizard. Anyway, so if he does any more work with the Subrosarium, I know it's not any of my business, but could you just let me know that he's okay? I worry.
He has not done work with the Subrosarium for many years.
Oh, okay. I'm worried that what happened in the Pearl District was his doing. It coincided with the hourglass running out, and yeah.
He was a very powerful wizard. He specialized in necromancy. That seems... I guess that's more transmutation, but it's at least in the same vein.
I don't know much about cities, but is how it is here normal for all cities?
No. Only the horrible ones.
Then why stay?
Well, because it's ours. And we have to hope someday soon it's not going to be horrible anymore.
That would be nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be.
I'm not entirely sure why Stomir led me here, but I trust he's got...
Needed.
I don't know that you need me fetching water and things for you while you're forging, as amazing as you are to watch forge.
That's not what I meant. Your friends that you came with the other day. They need you. Who knows? And she kind of turns and goes back to work. Maybe the whole city needs you.
That would be a very tall order.
For a very, very colorful lizard.
She just kind of smiles and...
Well, I do what I can.
That's all any of us can do. That's all any of us should ask. Who's next? Who do we got left? Mari, did we do you yet?
We have not done Mari's yet.
All right. So what is Mari doing again? Sorry.
She, for like the beginning of the day, was gonna just garden, take care of her garden, and then she was gonna go out and sell some of the stuff she got from it. So like the veggies and some of the oil and the sunflower seeds around town.
Okay, so you're just selling stuff around the
Yeah.
town. Where are
Yeah.
you gardening exactly at this point?
Somewhere near.
Now it's Mari's turn. Bye, Chelsea.
Oh no!
We're all going to take turns crashing today.
B shaped. You can't talk when you're in B shape.
Mm.
Oh, very important.
Went a whole week without it.
I know we didn't have any
Hey.
the first week. What is
You
up?
back? There we go.
Hi, sorry, my internet
Hey.
is freaking out right now. It's fine. Anyways, she probably.
Oh,
Oh no!
I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. It is a small crisis.
all better?
I
There we
think
go.
so. I don't
Are you,
know.
are you trying to say some sort of forbidden name, like Voldemort or something like that?
I wish I could have a
Taurus.
reason. I don't know what's happening. Does that count as a tally? Anyways,
No.
she'd probably either like a small plot like near where she is, in Barrel Run, or like outside of the city a little bit.
Okay, sure. You will have secured something or had something before. Oh man, sorry about that. All right. So as you finish and start going off into the town, is there anything in particular that you are looking? Any particular people you're trying to sell to, or anything like that?
What did you say? My internet's still freaking out. What was that?
Is there any particular type of people that you're looking to sell to? Or are you trying to sell to businesses versus on the street, or just on the street, or what?
Probably to businesses first.
Okay. So give me a carousing roll. Go ahead, just give me a persuasion.
Persuasion? Oh, I'm great at that.
Can't tell if it's sarcasm.
That's 100% sarcasm. That's a 4.
So you have very little luck going door to door to businesses to try to sell your seeds and oils. Give me another check, the same.
Okay.
But this time we'll do a man about town sort of check.
All right. That's another 4.
Wow. It's not a nat 1, is it?
No, it's a solid 4. I have no modifier to my charisma rolls.
Okay.
There's a reason that we have bards in the party,
Yeah.
Logan. A lot of us have really bad charisma.
So bad.
Charisma, what's that?
You're a
There we
paladin.
go.
I know, but remember, because of backstory, my stats are all messed
Oh,
up.
true. Yeah.
Um,
That's 2 hard 4s in a row.
take.
Yep.
Cool.
It tracks.
Suddenly, Owen appears out of nowhere to help you.
I was seriously considering having one.
I was gonna say, Owen. So you are selling badly, and Owen, you're over in getting some new supplies over in the Barrel Run district, and you hear people talking about about this person who's trying to sell on the street their sunflower oil, and how horrible a person they are, and it's like they talk about it like it's this crone of a woman sometimes, and you just hear several times just over and over again about this, and and a few people kind of take pity. It's like, well, I bought one small little thing of sunflowers for a copper. I felt sorry for her because she seemed so pathetic in the way that she was expressing herself and trying to sell these things. And obviously she needed it to help her limp, and just all these weird rumors. And eventually you get the idea from some of the descriptions that you might know this person. And one of them, as you kind of connect with them, points out Mari across the street about a block down to you as she is holding a basket, looking plain and fine as ever, and just nothing wrong with her, but you just had all these weird things all of a sudden to these people passing by. Even the vendor, like when the shop that you were at, like, yeah, she tried to come in here and sell them to me, and it was so weird. And you see Mari down the way a bit there. Walking up to Mari is from kind of her side. You can't see her. Is this short human kind of figure, dark black slicked back hair, a very long black cape, and from this distance, it looks like he's got two black eyes. But later you realize it looks like it's just eyeliner, like real thick eyeliner. And he's not really looking up. He's kind of like looking down at the ground, kind of walking up over to Mari. So Mari, this figure approaches you, and you let me know when you want to walk up. Mari, this figure approaches you, says, "Hey."
Hello.
How's it going?
It's going good. Are you okay?
Oh, I'm not really. I like your cart or your basket, whatever.
Thank you. Would you like a sunflower?
He reaches into his pocket. He pulls out a copper. This is ratty, old-looking, beat-up copper. How much is it?
A copper's fine.
All right. And he just slowly places it over in your hand. Like he's looking down. He's like not really looking up at you. How much is the vial of oil there? I need it to rub on my turtle.
On your turtle? You have a turtle?
No.
Oh. What?
Oh God.
Just a hoop for the sunflower oil.
He reaches into his pocket again. He pulls out 6 more ratty little coppers. Oh. I guess I don't have enough. Do you like poems?
Yes, I do.
Would you consider a trade?
Sure.
Owen, at
Great.
this point, he
And
is seeing this happening, and he's just standing far enough away with his arms crossed, watching this amused as shit.
He's watching a car crash in slow motion.
So,
100%. Yeah.
So he slowly counts these crusty copper into his hand.
I don't
He
like
counts
that.
6 of them.
I don't like that discussion.
Not crusty. Well, they're old. I mean, they've got they're
No,
crusty. And he just
Crusty?
kind of
Not a good descriptor for old. Crusty. Nope. That's right out.
and he takes them and he just kind of sprinkles them into the basket. And then he kind of steps back and he reaches into his pocket, he pulls out a piece of paper. It's all crumpled up and he opens it. Spasming in life's web, clustering under 8-legged dreads, watching some rise from its smother, but only for short, pathetic seconds. The web a complex beauty, but I can't claim cruelty home. The ripples of intertwined death, some by father, foe, or friend. He crumples it up. He puts it back in his pocket. And he just stands there and kind of waits for expected to receive the oil.
She hands it over. That was a really nice poem.
Thanks, I guess.
You're welcome. Thank you for buying and trading for the oil and the sunflower. I appreciate it.
Whatever. Anyway, you got a nice basket. See ya. And he just turns and starts walking away.
Have a good day.
I guess.
I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all.
Don't tell me what to do.
Logan, for the scribes, would it be possible to get that poem?
Seriously, please.
I could not write it down fast enough.
No.
Yeah, I couldn't either.
I
I
just
suppose.
live in that moment.
I was trying real
Yeah,
I
hard.
don't
I'd
live in
rather
that
wait.
moment.
I'd rather you live in the moment.
I couldn't I had to go through that train wreck full attention.
Also, we need to at some point probably name the emo goth kite poet.
Nope, emo goth kite
He-
poet
he's a-
is that's it.
He's a thing.
Yeah, you
I
know.
told you his
He
name
was-
is
We
whatever.
will learn his name when he's good and ready.
I didn't know about him yet. I didn't know.
He is this. Well, there,
Yeah, you
Nope.
shut your mouth.
Nope. Nope.
gotta read journal.
At this
Well, Tess
point,
was
Joe,
there,
I
wasn't
missed
Was Tess
this.
there? No, that
Nope,
was the night
That's
Tess
read
wasn't.
her journal.
Yep, at this point, Owen kind of wanders up and just like gives a polite cough and says, "Well, certainly seems business is a booming.
I mean I've had better days. Hi Owen.
How's it going? It's been a little bit. It seems like you're having a bit of a rough day.
Yeah, I guess people don't really want sunflowers and oil right now, but that's okay. Tomorrow's
Well,
always
now.
available.
That's not what selling something's about. People don't inherently want or need things. You have to tell them that they want or need things. Just got to give it a bit more influence on them. What's here? I'll be a customer. All right, I'll be coming to buy one of your nice little flowers. You hit me with your best pitch. All right, I'm just walking by. Dum. Hit me with your best shot.
The most meta roleplay ever is happening right
Do you
now.
remember? Do you remember the opening to Book of Mormon? I got a new book by Jesus.
Oh no.
No, go ahead, Mari. You do your pitch. You can even do a new roll because technically it's a new situation. So go ahead and do your pitch and make a
Sorry.
roll. Let's see how you do.
I'm actually crying.
Good. See, I told you I have you guys crying by week 2.
Oh, goodness. She kind of just looks at you, baffled for a second. Like, this exercise is very strange to her. And sir, hi.
Yes, hello. It's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you. I'm Mari.
Hi, Mari. How's it going?
It's going pretty good. I was wondering if I could just take a second of your time, if you would like maybe some sunflowers or some oil. I have some seeds too. They're all from Farbrook.
Oh well, I'm more of a daisy person myself. I'm not sure I need any sunflowers.
Well, I mean, daisies are kind of close, just a little bit different. But they're very pretty and they can make a day better and brighter.
You know, you make a good point. I'll take everything in your basket right now.
And just as you're saying that, right behind you, you guys hear behind Owen, "See, Martha, there's the crazy lady that has the sunflowers." And they just quickly
just
kind of just
kinda-
walk past.
Reacting to that, kind of looks down and just kind of just like the saddest you've seen her ever. And she's like, "Oh,
Owen turns and catches the eye of the person who said it and just,
They, so the woman looks over at her friend and goes, "He's catching, run!" And they start like old lady jogging away.
Oh my god, 2 women power walking in medieval jogger suits.
They have the I be a true manager haircut.
of course,
Oh god.
they have to."
They're fantasy Karens. Run!
Oh God!
So
Now-
sorry to any of our listeners who are named Karen. I apologize. We know that not all Karens.
hashtag not all.
Hashtag
Karens.
not all Karen. Damn it.
Now, see, that was good. Like, if I were just someone walking by, you told me why I need sunflowers. And yeah, honestly, I'll take a couple. How much are you selling them for?
Well, the sunflowers, is a copper. The oil's a hoop. The oil takes a little bit to make. So
I'll go ahead and take a bottle of the oil, and let's go with a bouquet of the sunflowers. Like 10? That's like a bouquet amount, all right? Right? Yeah, let's go
Yeah.
with that.
okay. My
Absolutely.
internet is freaking out again, you guys.
That's all right.
Okay, well, she
Uh,
hands over the 10 flowers
Yep,
and the bottle of
he'll-
oil.
So that should be 2 hoops, I believe.
Yes, I believe so.
Now, next time someone comes on by, just do what you did then. Just tell them why they might want the sunflowers. Make a connection with them. Maybe they're wearing a nice yellow dress. Say it'd go well with it. You'll go far.
I didn't hear a single thing you said because my internet just said no.
Essentially, he's telling you to keep it up and be a salesperson.
I thank you. I will. I think it's because I don't. It's because I know you. I think is the reason I went so well.
Well, all these people out here are just people you haven't met yet. Then you'll know them, and it'll be easy enough to sell.
She kind of just nods. Thank you, Owen.
Of course. Thank you for the flowers. This will look mighty nice.
She just smiles.
And Owen will nod and go his way.
All right. All right. So the only person left was Russell, and he is away right this second, so that's fine. I think everyone else, right? We took everyone.
I believe so.
So what did? So I guess the morning. That's how the morning goes. We hit around afternoon. Did you? As in any particular day, one of the things that started by some of the people last week, I think it's a good idea to kind of continue, is possibly having a kind of a standing meetup for lunch, just to get together and touch bases. Even when you're not working, it's still good to show face that you guys are hanging out, because it would be kind of conspicuous if you guys only hung out when you were doing things that you're not supposed to be doing. Whoever's available on a particular day might go lunch. Where would you guys want to go have lunch? Kind of a standing lunch date.
The beer forge.
The beer forge.
I just wanted to.
That's fair.
I just wanted to give the opportunity.
None of us can afford the Olive Grove on a regular basis unless
No.
Pinball goes with us.
You know what?
Man, I want Olive Grove right now, though.
Honestly, all you can eat breadsticks sounds real good right now.
It
Yeah.
does. If we just get the breadsticks.
Yeah, breadsticks and water, please. Thank you.
Yep.
So So Rosie, as you're finishing up your set, and you are finally, you finally find the one silver that you are happiest with. You actually, you probably would you turn in your copper to get one more of the shiny silver, or would you keep the copper? Well, she'll polish the copper for you too, or she'll show you how.
She'll polish the copper.
Okay, so
Those
she
are
teaches
more
you-
shinies.
She teaches you how to polish up metal using the pumice. So you're sitting there finishing everything up, and she's got two little glasses there with water in them, so you can dip and clean them off, and you are all set. So you're sitting there with this bright shiny 11 copper and 1 silver as some of your friends start to arrive. Who wants to arrive first?
Pesco arrive first.
All right, Pest go in. So Pest comes in. It is half full, like we said. It's a casual dining. There was obviously somebody playing on stage for a bit, and the price is at 10 gold on the Sicily special.
Got it. So, not a good time for business conversations, but a good time for a drink. So, Pesco will order a copper, cause that's the zingiest and it's my favorite. So,
Okay.
Pesco will get a copper ale and then sit down and oh, Rosie, hi.
Hi, Besk.
You want to join me for lunch?
Yeah. Actually, I'm really hungry.
Oh, okay, excellent.
Oh, you want to see something cool?
Yes. It's amazing. I love it.
Yeah, I found it.
You should put some glitter on it and make them the flowers all shiny and sparkly.
I don't have any glitter.
I do.
Oh God.
Okay, yeah.
Oh God.
Jesus.
I can imagine when everyone else comes in, Rosie's head is just covered in glitter. Oh no.
All right. Who's next?
Soxy will come in.
All right,
She
go.
probably needs a break from waving the sign around.
Sure.
Okay. You see Soxy walk in, Pesk, because Rosie hasn't met her yet, and she's got a big sign. I'm assuming it's like a plank of wood.
Yeah.
That's all
It's a big
painted.
plank of wood by 4 foot by 2 foot or something. A couple of handles on it.
Foxy, hi.
Hello, Pesk.
As soon as Rosie's attention moves over to Soxy, she's like,
Oh, hello. You must be Rosie. I heard about you.
"You did?
Foxy is
Yes.
super nice. Like super nice.
It's nice to meet you. You're really shiny."
Oh. Yeah, I guess I am a bit, huh? Thank you. It's nice of you to notice, I suppose. And it's nice to meet you. You're very tiny. They didn't mention that part when they told me. Well, I suppose the other goblins were tiny too, so I probably should have noticed that.
I'm also pretty small for a goblin.
That's
All
okay.
right.
You are very big, though.
I'm a bit taller than you, yet 6 feet or so.
Yeah, you're almost 4 feet taller than me.
Well, if you ever need a boost, my shoulders are pretty strong, so I could carry you around.
I'm gonna give you fair warning. I tend to scamper up people.
That's all right.
I do it to Lark a lot.
That's all right. She puts her arm out. Feel my skin.
That's a very strange sentence.
Well, I mean, technically it's not skin. Technically it's a shell, but either way, I'm not going to feel it very much if you scamper up me quickly, so it's all right.
Okay. Good to know.
All right. Who's next?
Probably Mari.
All right, Mari. So you open the door and head in, and you see Rosie fondling Soxy.
Covered in glitter.
Covered in glitter, yeah.
She's gonna go up and get the I forget what it's called or what metal it is, but the one that's like the hot chocolate one. I
Toasted
forget which
marshmallow?
one it is. Yeah, that's what it was. Toasted marshmallow.
Yeah, the iron. That's the most popular one.
Yeah.
So they
Okay,
they
she's gonna get
pour
one of
your
those.
okay. They pour your beer. It's got this nice big head on it. They take a hot iron off of the center pit. and they just right into the middle of the beer, and it starts to caramelize the head on the beer, and it starts to smell like toasted marshmallows, and gives the beer kind of a zing.
Woo.
Slides
Okay, and
in.
then she's gonna pay whatever the cost for it is. And then she's gonna go sit down at the table. Hi everyone. Sorry it took me a minute to get here.
Hi, Mari. And she's gonna hop down off her chair, run underneath the table, scamper up onto one of the bar stools, like,
Hey, well,
excuse me,
Yes.
can your stools are really high. Can I get
There-
a plate of like roasted meats?
There is a special section right over here, dear, where you can walk up. Made for small people.
Yeah, but that's boring. I have talent.
Plus, you wouldn't have anything to complain about.
I wasn't complaining. I just said that your stools are really tall.
All right, sounds like a complaint. All right, well, a plate of meat. What kind of meats would you like?
Anything.
You want the sampler platter.
Sure.
And
I live in
she'll-
a sewer. I'm not picky.
She'll go ahead and
Fair.
make that up. That's
Rosie.
2 copper a piece. There's 5 skewers.
Okay. And she'll put over 10 out of the 11 of the copper that she just earned.
All right.
And then hop off the table with the
Yep.
plate and scamper.
Hands you 5 pounds of meat. Each skewer is
Jesus
a
Christ.
pound.
She's going to make multiple trips.
yeah,
Okay.
fair.
She's still going to heft herself up each time.
It's just like, it's so much meat. It's
Rosie,
amazing.
uh,
Beautiful.
I really like your flower crown.
Thank you. I found it.
And that's a really good find. And you know what? I have a lot of sunflowers because today didn't go great for selling, but I have a lot of sunflowers left if you would like some. Do I get here?
I would love some. She starts like rooting around in her coin pouch for what she
Yeah.
has.
You don't have to pay. These would go home with me anyways.
Okay. I'd love some. I really like flowers.
And that's
Okay.
when Owen comes in.
Owen, it's earlier in the day, right?
It's a little bit before lunch, 11:30 or so.
Okay. Owen's gonna go up to the bar, order a coffee, and whatever the blandest thing on the menu is. He
Egg
just
tubes?
needs something.
Egg tubes.
Okay,
God.
Or
egg
plain
tubes aren't
chicken.
bland. They're a
Not
mistake.
again.
Yeah, like some
Plain chicken.
some like decent chicken, some vegetables, just like a healthy meal.
Okay.
And then he's gonna bring it on over the table and say, how's it going? I don't believe I've made your acquaintance, miss. Looking at Rosie.
She was about to dig in. And she just. Hi.
Hello.
My name is Rosie.
Oh yeah, I heard about your exploits. You can eat if you like. Alrighty then. And just sits down and starts carefully cutting up all of his food.
Hi, Owen.
How's it going, Pesk?
It's going very good.
Is that a new cuddler glitter, or are you still rocking the same magenta?
No, I switched to blue.
Oh, yeah, it's quite nice.
Thank you. I only have the yellow and the magenta scales, so I thought blue would be a fun combination.
It pops. Is that complimentary color?
Yes.
Soxy, I saw you out on the street earlier. Looks like you got yourself some gainful employment.
Yeah, sort of. I guess I just wave this sign around and she carefully picks up the giant piece of wood. And they're gonna pay me a hoop a day to wave the sign around and try to get people to go to the spa. So it's not so bad.
Has Soxy and Mari met yet?
No, I was just thinking that actually.
Yeah, I was
And, I don't think I've actually met you yet. Hello, my name is Soxy, and she puts her giant arm across the table.
She just smiles real like, "Hi, I'm Mari," and she'll shake your hand. Would you like a sunflower too?
Well, yeah, they're tasty actually, so I'll take one.
She kind of looks and just like hands it to you.
Thank you. And
You're
she'll
welcome.
stick the end of the stem in her mouth and start munching on it.
Owen, are you sure I can't convince you of the wonders of beard glitter? Even
It
a
would be
little bit.
really cool.
See, but that's your thing. I don't want to step on your territory. It's your signature.
Glitter is for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can Finku come in
Well-
at this point?
That's
It
fine,
definitely
yeah.
radiates to everyone.
Oh, God.
Right as you hear glitter is for everyone. That is the line
Yes.
you come in on.
Rosie's
Yes,
gonna.
glitter is for everyone.
It definitely sticks to everyone. And Soxy like rubs her arm off a little.
Rosie's gonna hop down off of her
I
chair and kind of
said
waddle over to
sorry.
Owen, and then just.
Can I make like a dexterity save or something to avoid glitter?
All of the
You
glitter.
can never avoid glitter.
I'm gonna say I don't think glitter is unavoidable.
It's not.
It is with evasion.
Yeah, you're still gonna take half damage from glitter, even if it does hit. Unless you have
Evasion makes that no damage. Yeah, evasion
unless you
makes
have
no damage
evasion,
from glitter.
You're SOL.
But Finku wouldn't evade glitter, so it's fine.
Dex save versus glitter.
Well,
And the glitter has
Oh my
advantage.
goodness. Half damage from glitter. It's a great quote.
well, that's gonna take a while to take care of. Finku,
Fine.
Finku, it's good to see you again.
Hi, I've been working, and I came because it's nearly lunchtime. Back in a second. He's just going to walk up to the counter, and he's going to go to the bit for the small people, because as we've discovered, he likes to keep his feet on the ground.
All right. So you walk up the little stairs there up to this little partitioned area, this little platform. One of the bartender comes over to you. What do you want?
Meat.
Yeah.
Of a skewer variety, please.
All right. And he dishes you up a sampler platter and plops it down. The one hoop.
Okay. He just and I don't really know what he drinks. He probably just has water. So water.
We also did establish it shortly before lunch.
That's
So
why
you
he's
get
in
a-
for lunch.
You get a platter of 5
Because he
pounds
starts
of
earlier.
meat.
So. Oh no! I made a mistake. Okay.
It's okay.
he,
I'm happy to
he had-
help.
I think I'm gonna need some help. So, yeah.
It's all right. There's a lot of us. Come sit down, Finku.
Okay, everyone can just have some food because I didn't realize how much food. Oh God. Oh.
Rosie is still nomming on her
Yeah.
own 5-pound platter of meat
Kind of
Just-
a goblin.
Just kind of
that
looks
she
at
growls
Rosie.
at anyone who
Yeah.
gets near it.
Oh God.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Soxy's gonna pull out money and give Finku a hoop, and she's going to eat some.
It cost me a hoop. No.
Oh,
no.
for the whole. Oh, were they?
Yeah.
Maybe I misheard. It was copper. Okay, she'd give you a copper then, or like a couple copper.
Is that right, Logan? It was a hoop.
Yeah, it was 2 copper per skewer.
Okay, yeah, she'll give you a couple copper to pay for the skewers she's going to munch on.
Okay, I guess. Thank you.
Hesk will also give you a couple of rivets for some skewers.
Okay.
Have you guys tried the copper the copper ale? They're really good. It's got like this this zingy zap kind of flavor to it. I really like it.
I'm not really one for drinking too much, but I may have a go later. It's a bit early for drinking, honestly.
I tend to stick to fruit juices.
And sunflowers, apparently.
She pulls part of the stem out of her mouth. It's tasty, and puts it back in and keeps munching.
Yes.
I don't think we met. I'm Mari.
No, I remember if we met. Hello. Would you like some food? I got too much food.
What was your name?
Oh, it's Finku.
It's very nice to meet you. I'm okay on the food right now, though. Would you like a
Okay.
sunflower, though?
Okay. Sure.
she'll pull one out and hand it to you.
He just takes it and then he's just gonna put it in his hair.
Yes.
He's putting it next to-
Sunflowers and glitter, you guys. Let's go.
Yeah. He's got it's like above his braid, which is also half purple.
That is amazing.
Because people understands the beauty of glitter.
Yes.
Sunflowers are fine. Heather doesn't like the glitter. I'm not sure yet how Soxy feels about the glitter.
Chelsea doesn't like the glitter. Mari's for it.
Both in and out of character, I am more than okay with glitter.
Speaking of, Pest,
who's-
do you have any more glitter at all?
Yes I do. I have a little bit of magenta left, and then I have blue. What would you like?
Some of the blue. And she's gonna do exactly what she did last time, just putting some of it in her braid. Because it's gone by now.
I like the idea of putting it in the braid.
It's pretty cool.
But- yeah.
Um,
But
Mari.
who didn't like glitter? Who was saying bad about glitter?
Owen and Saxy.
I didn't
Foxy.
say I didn't like glitter. I just said it wasn't for my current look.
I still think it would look really cool.
It gets stuck in the cracks of my shell, and then I can't get it out very well. I don't like it. It itches.
You know what? That's fair. But yeah, fair. But it could go in your beard, Owen. I think it'd look really nice.
It would look so good.
Well, maybe for another day, but I just washed it. Don't have to go through everything. It's good. Anyway, so and what's the plan for the rest of the day? Are we just meeting for lunch? Are we planning on going out later?
Well, first, hi. Towards the goblin who's still munching. Hello.
That's Rosie. She's very nice. Rosie, that's Finko. He's also very nice.
Hi, Finko.
Hi, Rosie.
You both like
your
shiny
bow,
things.
and I like your flower crown.
Thank you. Mari, would
Yes?
it be okay if I had a couple more sunflowers?
Sure. And she'll hand you like 3 out of the pack. There's a
She's
lot of
gonna-
sunflowers.
She's gonna hop off the stool and start walking around to see if she can sell some.
See if you do better than I do.
Okay, Rosie. Right before you do this, as you're talking to Mari, and Pest says that you both like shiny things. You notice that Finko is playing with a very shiny ball. I believe. Yes.
He's meeting new people. Yes, he's absolutely playing with a shiny ball.
What is
A
that?
giant sphere of metal. It's like, how big is it? Like a fist size? Like a softball?
It's kind of like that.
What is that?
It's something I made. Do you want to have a look?
You might not get it back.
I
it's
could
probably
make-
not a good idea.
I could make you one.
I really like shiny things.
This one is mine, but I could make you one
Okay.
because I appreciate that I appreciate the shinies and the interest in shinies, but this is my shiny.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna be right back. If anyone touches the rest of my food, I can't promise that you'll keep your fingers. Okay.
Oh, fingers are delicious.
Jesus Christ.
We need to work on this.
So Rosie's gonna waddle off and look for some little old ladies to sell sunflowers to.
You leaving the bar?
No, just around.
Okay.
In the bar.
So,
It's like half full.
yeah, so you're gonna go up to just a random table. You're looking specifically for old ladies.
Just anyone that looks sweet.
All right, there's a couple of sweet old ladies across the bar, about just past the stage that we're singing to earlier on. One of them did donate a copper, so you go over there with some sunflowers.
Excuse me?
Oh yes,
I saw you during my show. Thank you for giving me that copper. I was wondering, would you like to buy a sunflower?
go ahead and give me a persuasion check. As you hear the other little lady lean up and goes, "You gave her a copper? It's like you told me you were giving her a button."
Buttons are nice too.
$17.
So she looks and goes, "Well, I don't really have any need for it. What how much?"
2 copper.
2 copper. Are you she doesn't look mad.
No.
Maud, does she look mad to you?
A friend of mine has been growing sunflowers and she's not doing too well.
What?
And I just wanted to help out.
All right. Alrighty. And she reaches into her little purse and pulls out a little snap change purse and pops
My
it open
heart.
and hands you 2 copper.
She's gonna hand over the sunflower.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, enjoy your day.
Would either
Because there's 2 other ladies, right? That are sitting at the
There's
table.
2 total ladies.
Oh, 2 ladies.
this
She
woman and
turned to
then
the other
that.
lady.
just be like, would you like a sunflower?
No.
Okay. Have a nice day then, ma'am.
And she's gonna waddle off to a different table and just continue to try that.
All right. Give me another persuasion check. We'll see if you can sell the other one.
Can Finko sneak up on the people
20.
who?
Okay. Yeah, I guess. Go for it. So you want to sneak across the bar and
To
sneak
the
up these
people
2
who are
little old ladies?
distracted, yeah. No, the people Rosie
Oh, the
is
new
currently
table?
talking. Mm-hmm.
All right. So Rosie, you went up to
Sneaky tag team.
a Goliath and an elf at the table. The Goliath.
I have 2 more sunflowers.
Okay, the Goliath is a female, and the elf is male, and the Goliath is decked out in what you would guess would be some sort of dock workers' clothes. Dock workers are everywhere, but it looks like works with his hands, kind of dirty, cleaned up for lunch, but in general, just from the wrists up, just dirt covered and maybe tar covered, and the elf also looks similarly dressed. He's a little bit more for their body size. The elf looks stronger, but obviously because the Goliath is Goliath, she looks fairly strong as well. And they just kind of look down at you as you come up to the table.
Hi, you guys. A friend of mine is a sunflower farmer and has been trying to sell some things, but she hasn't had a lot of luck. And I noticed that, and she's gonna look up at the Goliath woman. You have flecks of gold in your eyes, and I feel like a sunflower would really help bring them out. It's very pretty. I just wanted to see if maybe you guys are interested.
So the Goliath looks down. The flowers are very nice. What sunflowers you say?
Mhm.
Let me see, please. And just kind of reaches out a hand,
Just hands him over.
and she'll look at them and how much?
2 copper for each of them.
3 for both.
Mm. I did promise her I'd bring back 4.
Her ears kind of droop a little bit.
God.
While this is going on, do
I
I need to
love
roll
her.
stealth or anything?
Yeah, go ahead and roll stealth. As the elven gentleman kind of rolls his
20.
eyes. Okay. And fishes out 4 copper and hands them to you.
Thank you very much, sir.
And she smiles and nods, and he kind of just nods and waves you off. And then
Have a nice day, you guys.
as you're walking away, the Goliath takes the flowers and hands them like a gift to the gentleman that just paid you.
While that's
That's adorable.
while that's happening, I think he's
Okay.
going to try and maybe lift some money out of that purse.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check.
Oh my god, 9! Fuck!
You beat both the people at the table, but give me a perception check.
I imagine Owen's been watching this whole scene.
20.
Yeah, you can give me a perception check as well if you want. I mean, everyone's passive, and the bar pretty much beats it.
I mean, doesn't beat my
but you were
stealth
hiding.
though, of
Yeah, you gotta beat
20.
the stealth, exactly.
Of 20.
But he probably notices, where the fuck did Finku go?
Maybe, yeah. So yeah, if you guys want to roll stealth, look for Finku. You can. You
Stealth?
20. Perception.
Perception.
And Finku, as you are sitting here doing very badly at cutting this purse, you are sitting there with your
Natural
dagger
20
out,
on perception.
and you're like trying to cut on it. Well, you were standing right next to Rosie.
Not only did you get
I
a
love
natural 20, Jenny, you got 2 natural 20s. With your
Natural 20!
Well, as you look over and you see Rosie watching you and Mari watching you, you also see Cicely staring right at you. Not Cicely, sorry. Ivy.
Back from the dead!
Ivy.
Ah!
Ivy just staring straight at you, just with a kind of smirk on her face, and she's got like her chin on her fist, and she's just glaring at you with just a look, just like a really.
Does she look angry?
She looks
Disappointed.
she looks slightly amused.
Yeah,
at what
okay.
You think you're trying to get away with?
He's still gonna go for it if he beat this.
Oh my god.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you give me another sleight of hand to try to finish the job, because you barely got halfway through it.
15.
Right. So you get the purse off. It's got some heft to it.
He very specifically said he wasn't taking the purse. He was just trying to get some money out of it.
That's a lot harder to do. But yeah, okay.
Oh, if it's harder to do, then he.
No, that's
Okay,
fine. With
if-
15, you can still do that. So you've gotten roll me a d6.
Oh boy. She's gonna lean over towards Rosie. I feel like we should stop him.
A 1.
Oh, God.
All right, and then roll me a d20.
$15.
Oh boy.
So it's a gold. So you lift a gold, a single gold, single.
All right.
That's a pretty significant coin in this scenario right now. As your fingers just kind of slowly lift out, and you see that shine to it, and Rosie does too, and so does Mari, and so does Ivy, and
Hess is adding blue glitter to her feathers.
Yeah.
Not paying attention at
Um,
all.
Yeah, Soxy's eating.
Then what are you doing, Finko?
He's then going to go over to the counter and put 5 silver on the counter and then walk away.
All right.
Well played. Well played.
Yeah, that tracks.
Gotta pay the
Um,
house.
Rosie is gonna like
She's
look
letting it
at him.
happen.
Give me a perception
ears are
check,
gonna-
Finko. So a couple of the bartenders come over and start to clear the plates, asking you how things are.
Let's go make sure that Rosie's plate
Mm.
stays put for Rosie.
Oh god, yeah.
19. 19.
It take
Okay.
it away.
You did not succeed. And
Ugh.
anybody else can make a perception while we're there too. If you guys want to go ahead and look, try to see what there is to see.
That's
No,
a
no.
9.
19 did
Oh.
not make it. 22, however, Pesk, will notice something, and you'll understand what you saw in a moment here. As they take the plates and things back to the counter, Finku, the 5 silver you can tell are still sitting on the counter up there, and Ivy is still looking at you, just bemused, just watching you, as they come over, and she talks to one of the bartenders for a second, then hands them a little bag. It's got this beautiful little kind of it's a little burlap bag, just a little tiny pouch, and it's got a little ribbon on top. And one of them bartender takes it and starts walking over to the elf, and hands it to him. And the elf looks really surprised, and you hear the dwarf loudly proclaim, "No, sir, you've won a prize. You were our 1 millionth customer today." And starts walking back over, and he slowly opens it and pulls out this metal sphere. And that's when you quickly realize that your sphere is not in your hand anymore, or in your pouch, or wherever.
Okay.
It's
Well
just,
played, Ivy.
it is gone.
Okay.
Oh.
He just looks over to the counter.
Oh.
And she tilts her head a little bit, and then goes back to cleaning dishes.
He just winks before she looks away.
Meanwhile,
Okay.
because Rosie did not see any of that, because my perception
So,
was
Pesk, you would have seen them lifting the sphere as they walked away. That's what you caught. Just barely, though. Equaled. You equaled their check. So you were like, you saw it go, and then were like, okay, there's only one place it could have gone.
Hess is just like, well played. Well played.
His eyes are
Respect.
just on
Respect for that.
the ball.
Owen is just obliviously finishing his coffee, like completely.
Having no understanding of the machinations that just went on.
Yep.
Yeah, Mari's just watching Rosie like sell the sunflowers around.
Yeah,
She
Rosie's
did.
gonna waddle
Within-
back.
Within a couple of minutes, she's back with money. Well, I don't know if she gives you the money, but she's back.
She'd hand over 5 of the 6 copper that she didn't just keep the shiniest one.
Of course.
There you go.
Okay. Finker's gonna go up to Rosie.
Thank you.
Rosie,
Hi.
I will give you the gold shiny if you help me get my ball back.
But that's not nice.
Where's my ball?
You stole from them. That was their money.
I don't care.
Oh,
I'm sorry, you did what?
I didn't do what? What? You didn't see anything.
Wait a minute. What's
Wait.
going on?
I have a question, really quick. So, you guys got very upset when I said that I think fingers are tasty. Yet you have an entire genre of food known as finger foods. Why am I the weird one?
Because
It's
they're not
not-
made of literal fingers.
Yeah.
The tiramisu at the Olive Grove, I was told it was made with lady fingers. Those are fingers.
Finku, how about this?
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
Give me the gold.
Okay. He just chucks it to her.
She's gonna take it and waddle back over to the table.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
We're not buying anything anymore.
I know. My friend has a problem with sticky fingers, and I think this belongs to you.
And he like reaches for his pouch and opens and pours his coins out and goes, thank you.
It was an accident. It's not his fault.
All right.
That is his ball, though. The little shiny sphere. Somebody stole it
Oh.
from him.
Well, I don't think we're coming back here. Yeah, here you go. He hands back
I'm-
the ball.
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to ruin your meal.
No, it's all right. I appreciate your honesty.
I'm
I
trying to get
apologize
better
for
about it.
my ignorance. I would not have expected such honesty from someone of your race, and that's
Most
and that's
people
not-
don't.
That is unfortunate of me, and I apologize.
That's okay. I'm sorry. I think you should come back to the Beer Forge. It's a very nice place, and I hope to play here more often. Thank you.
And she's gonna waddle back.
All right.
love her.
Have a good day. And as Rosie walks back with the ball, as she passes by the bar, Ivy just whistles. Oh, that was bad. To Rosie and slides one of the 5 shiniest pieces of silver, one shiny piece of silver, and hands it to Rosie. And then takes the other 4 and scoops them into her hand and tosses them into the bowl under the counter.
Finku doesn't steal because he needs money. He just steals because he likes to do it.
She's gonna waddle back over
Chaos.
and hand Fenku his ball.
Okay, fair enough.
This was a very productive lunch.
And with that,
That's one way to put it.
we're going to go ahead and take our break. That was a very productive lunch. So let's go ahead and take 20 minutes, guys. Thank you again for being here, everyone. Thank you for putting up with our shenanigans.
That's a different show.
No, that's shenanigans.
Oh,
This is shenanigans. And we will see you back in 20 minutes. We'll take a look at our little slideshow with all of our thank yous out there to the artists
of cool
and amazing
things.
people that have helped us and supported us along the way. More to come. There's probably 50 names missing from that list. We will add them as I have time. I'm DMing 20 hours a week right now, on top of all the other stuff I do. So we'll see you back in 20 minutes. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Well, it's funny because you guys can't see me, but they can.
Ah.
Because mine comes directly from Sparkle Cam. Anyway, hi! We're back.
Hello.
They could not see me, but you could, which is a great. So then I can turn off them and just talk to you sometime. What is going on with my hair today? It's a little high.
I
Okay.
don't like that idea.
Hello.
Your hair is perfect and I love it.
Thank you.
Pask, who are you talking to?
Herself
Stomir.
in the mirror.
No, I'm talking to Stomir. It's very easy. I talk to him often.
I'm very devout. You would not understand.
I get away with praying in this city. People just think I'm talking to myself.
Yeah.
So Finku got his ball back, and Rosie got some shiny coins.
So after a little while later, the two old ladies and the Goliath and the elf leave, and Ivy starts making her way over to your table. One of the first times you've ever seen Ivy away from her table or from the bar. She doesn't often come out.
Shit.
She drags a chair over and sits backwards in it, plopping down at the edge of the table.
She's a lesbian, I call it now. Just from the chair.
No. I'm picturing the Captain America meme. So you got caught.
So,
Hi, Ivy.
Hello.
hi, Pesk. How are you?
I am excellent. Your meat skewers and your copper ales are excellent as always.
Thank you. I do appreciate that.
I appreciate your tasty food and drink.
She just kind of turns and looks at Finku.
He was looking down, working on his ball. Thank you very much. He probably just didn't even notice she came over because.
Oh, there was a music shift. That's not good.
Nope.
So, Finku,
He just stops and looks up. Hi.
would you like an opportunity to put your skills to good use?
Please.
How do the rest of you feel about that?
I don't necessarily want to take from good people. I'd rather take from bad people, but it's kind of just a compulsion. I'm sorry.
I was more saying about putting your skills to use for me. There's something I need. It's something I
Okay.
don't get very often, and I can't afford to barter for right now. I'm not opposed to dealing with people in this way when they deserve it.
I agree with that sentiment.
I got screwed out of a deal last year with this vendor. They live out. Are you having fun playing with your ball?
It's
Just wanna
not
make sure you're
necessarily.
paying attention.
No, I am. I just had to move something off my leg. Sorry.
No, I was sorry.
Okay, right. Yes. It's not really fun. It's more of a way for me to focus on being social without
Wanting
this
to
bit.
murder everyone.
I don't know. I don't want to murder everyone without me
That's
wanting to
very
sink in.
extreme.
Without me wanting to sink into the floor is more how I describe it.
Terminal melting.
Have you seen a cleric? I mean, oh, it's a doctor. I'm a cleric. Maybe we can help.
Might have some sort of
It-
cream to
it's-
help you with that.
It's more of a phrase than an actual thing. It's
Some
like
sort of
when you
emulsifier.
I
Solidify you
think
back up.
what he's getting at is he gets nervous in social situations.
very
Right,
much.
which is what I'm pushing towards. Yes,
Mhm.
that was
Yeah.
We're still in the
Yeah,
punishment phase here, in case you couldn't tell.
That's fine. I'm fine with that.
This vendor.
Although, sorry, I will say
No,
I'm very
please.
impressed. I'm very impressed.
I was very impressed too. I watched you do it. It was awesome.
You didn't watch me do it, but yes, you had.
But
one
I
of my
mean, I
boys
watched
do
it happen.
Whoever got it, I'm very impressed.
Yeah, well, they are well trained, but I can't have any of my own people go and deal with this guy because he'll know it was me.
Right, I understand.
Now, you said that this is somebody who's earned this kind of treatment. Might I
Yes.
ask what exactly they did to earn this?
He screwed me out of a deal last year. I paid him, and he never delivered the goods. He decided that a handshake wasn't good enough to promise delivery. I took him at his word, and he broke it. Without any paperwork to back it up, and with the city the way it is, I decided to just wait. Bide my time, find a good opportunity, but nothing really's come up. However, I do know that he's been telling a few of my competitors about a shipment of a very particular alcohol that I've been trying to get for a very long time.
Okay.
So, all I want is my fair share.
What you already paid for, essentially.
Correct.
That doesn't seem too unfair, exactly.
No, that seems very fair.
It sounds right to me.
And
No.
honestly, it might help keep my compulsions at bay for a little bit, so I'm okay with this.
Now, I'm assuming since you came to Finku here while he was still in our company that this isn't necessarily a one-halfling job. I'm assuming our services might be needed as well.
I think the crate would kill him. I'm not sure he could lift it.
I could probably open it.
Soxy and I are very strong.
That's true.
And
But yes,
so if-
I've always found that more is better for jobs like this.
And if we are to take on this job for you, what exactly do we get in return?
Well, I suppose I won't ban Finku from my bar, for one.
That's fair.
But
That doesn't help me.
I do like that. I suppose there would be some sort of compensation in it for you. What is it you're looking for?
Well, coin's always nice. Opportunities
hard to
even
come to.
better.
All right, well, what about something that you generally are giving us anyway? Like, I don't know, free lunch for a week or something like that?
It seems a little low for what we're talking here.
Well, I was given that as a
an
starting
example.
example.
I'm with you. How about a little of both?
Amount of coin and then an amount of lunch is what you're saying.
Well, amount of coin and amount of credit. Sure, yes.
Sounds fair to me.
I find that entirely reasonable and potentially delicious.
What, let's say based on a percentage of my expected profit?
Okay.
What would you say would be fair? I mean, I don't want to lose everything on this. I'm not trying to just break even here, but maybe 10% of my expected profit?
That sounds fair.
That sounds a bit low. I have a bit more experience in these kind of dealings. I'd say at least 20% would be fair.
A doctor has
Have you ever
deals
tried
like
to buy
this?
medical supplies?
All right, fair. 20%. That's difficult to divide. 18.
18 sounds fair.
All right. I'll work out some numbers and get you some details. I'll be back with you in a minute.
Okay.
All right.
And she heads back over to the bar and starts pulling out a book and starts flipping through it.
I don't know how to take things from people.
It's
I'm not
actually
good at
pretty
it.
easy.
I know how. Where I grew up, I got kind of okay with it.
I mean, I used to be okay, but I just keep getting caught. It's not good.
You've had a bad run. Yeah, that's true.
Maybe it's because you're handsome and everyone's looking at you because of that.
But that's not even remotely true. So
I think you are. You've got nice teeth.
he's intently looking at the ball. He is now very, very fidgety.
I don't have nice teeth. One of the guards told me that I'd make more money if I didn't smile.
I disagree.
That's
I like
awful.
your teeth. Your teeth are excellent.
Mm-hmm.
She
Good
smiles. Mari smiles back.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with them. At least you can smile. And she points at her face.
Oh.
Pincers.
Yeah, I tried clacking my pincers happily like we did back home, and that didn't go over very well.
Oh, you just smile with your eyes instead.
Sure.
So, okay. So special alcohol. Well, that shouldn't be too hard to find, I guess.
Well, I imagine we're going to get some more information at some point relatively soon. But
And specifically, how much we need to bring.
That's true.
to be honest, if we were going to do this, it seems like a good group to do it with. We got some heavy lifters. We got the two folks who are used to lightening pockets. Got someone who has a bunch of versatility, and then
Someone's voice is smooth as butter.
I know quite a few of the vendors in town, so that could be really useful.
Excellent.
I'm good in a pinch for healing, like Owen is.
I think we're pretty okay on healing.
Yep, I can do some healing as well.
Excellent.
Out of character,
I
there's
can
yet
too.
another group where literally everyone but one person has HP.
Yeah, some kind of healing.
What's magic?
That too. All of us are some kind of caster. Except for Finger.
Now, Finku, just remember that little talk we had about representing.
I actually
our
did
cause?
remember, and I had a really good idea, actually.
And that might be.
I will make a pouch of my own money and give it to you. So then
That's
if I
not-
have... No. But then if I have the compulsion to steal, I am stealing my money, and then I can just give it back to you. So then I don't have to take anyone else's money.
That is just crazy enough to
That sounds
potentially
amazing.
work.
That's
'Cause I'm
actually
not-
not a bad idea.
I'm not taking the money because I want to take the money. I just need to take something.
All right, go ahead and I'll take out like a little pouch from his jacket. Go ahead and fill that up with a couple coins, and I'll go ahead and be your guinea pig for a bit.
you are incredibly intelligent. I would never have thought of anything like that.
That's a really good way to do it, Finku.
Excellent. A plus 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 plus.
If you have to, you could have all of us carry around little bags with just a few coins in it, so that no matter who you're with, you could steal from us and not have to worry about it.
That could
That
also
would be
work.
smart.
Ooh, very
But
good idea.
I was the one who's sort of pulled me up on it, so I'm gonna give him this. And he just sort of tosses the bag. It's got 10 coins in it. It's got 5 silver and 5 copper.
Also, I want to mention that if anyone tries to grab my shinies, I like you all a lot. I think you're really cool, but I might eat your hands.
They told me that that is not
That's
a
fair.
nice thing to do.
It's
If
not.
they
No,
take
I
my
mean-
shinies, I will bite.
Okay, well, yeah. I mean, yeah. Biting.
Now,
I don't like it. I try not to bite because I've been told that is bad manners as well.
She pulls a hoop out from underneath her tongue. She just holds it up.
I always keep my favorite shinies in my mouth because teeth are the best booby traps.
These are the best. Oh my gosh, that is also brilliant. So
That's effective.
brilliant.
I mean, you're not wrong. I'm not putting my hand in your mouth to try and get a shiny.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
all right.
so
Uh,
all right.
All right. Oh, Finku, do you want this to be a challenge, or do you want to just
Yes.
have any new things? Oh,
Yes.
All right.
It's not fun if it's not a challenge.
I promise to make it as interesting for you as possible.
Just a pocket is not
I-
down anything.
He opens his jacket, and there is just a plethora of fucking pockets.
Mhm.
Yes.
I have to carry around a lot of things.
If I get anything else, I will return it to you as well. I promise.
If you get anything else, we'll have a talk.
Well, mainly I'll be reaching into a pocket, which I think it might be in. So,
All right. Well, I'll give you some leeway, but for the most part, I keep very good track of what's in there.
good to know. Like I said, it's just an idea. It might not even work, but
Well, I appreciate the effort in trying to find a solution.
Brain power is better together. I
Mm.
don't
might
think I
also-
said that phrase right.
it's okay.
I get it.
I
It made
might
sense.
also
It's all right.
might also leave one with Ivy, which she can maybe just hide around the place, because then I can just look for that.
That could be smart.
Mhm.
That's also not a bad idea.
Ivy is pretty awesome.
Can I say something that's a little out of context?
Sure.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
As
Sure.
some of you today, but I don't get a lot of friends because I move around a lot, but I think you're all pretty great.
I think you're great too, Rosie.
Yeah, you're definitely very
That is-
sweet, and I'm really happy I'm not the only green one.
Yeah, there's not a lot of green people. There are some places that have a lot of orcs and half orcs, though. They're usually pretty green.
That's true.
Is it easy?
Is it easy being green? I don't know. I'm magenta.
I stand out a lot, so it's not that easy, honestly.
Not
Although
really.
it got me this job, and she holds up her sign that she has to spin again. So it could be worse.
That's fair.
Okay, we should do something because I
think-
want.
We're
I
waiting
think
for
we're waiting on Ivy.
Okay.
All right, so Ivy comes back.
This music, though.
Right?
I know.
It's very.
This is some heist music if I've ever heard it.
Yeah.
You can find all of our music on artlist.io.
What was that, Pass?
I don't know. That was weird. Trans something. Whatever happened?
Fucking
I was possessed for a second.
Stone air was moving through me, and I was speaking in tongues. No idea what just happened.
It happens, you know.
Occasionally. Anyhoozle. I'm trying to think of a convenient place to put this Pinku that's not too tall for you to reach, but also, not in the way of my tail.
What, sorry?
So I'm trying to find a place to put this bag that's not out of your reach by being too tall, and also not in the way of my tail at the same time.
How much does your tail move?
A lot.
Put it on the end of your tail. See if it can be sneaky and try to catch it.
Ooh, I like that idea. That's a good one.
So
That's a really
Pesk's
good idea.
Pesk's tail is very much like a African fat-tailed gecko, where it's very ridged and kind of chubby. So she kind of like ties it onto the very end very securely.
Maybe I should make like a pouch for it or something. Tail bags. Tail bags would be. Oh, okay. Next time I go and I get leather from tip to tail, I'm gonna make a tail bag. That is a brilliant idea.
Very smart.
That's very practical too. You could carry a lot of things in there, like all your glitter,
could.
so it doesn't get on everything else.
That's true. A whole separate storage system for it.
Okay.
Okay, but also you know the salt things that you can like put salt on your food, but not put too much. If you like put a bunch of glitter in that and then tied it to the end of your tail, you could be like
A glitter shaker?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
some
Oh
sort
my
of like
God.
sea creature with this glittery trail behind you.
I love it.
Oh, this hurts Heather so much. This hurts me so much.
It's on purpose.
Oh, Heather, don't worry. It hurts Chelsea as well, but
Thinku like makes 2 bags and hands one to Owen and Pesk. They both have 5 copper and 2 silver in because he had to make 2 bags, and he doesn't want to have no money on him.
Tie it to the tail. Right here and there. Okay.
All right, so you guys are ridiculous. I love you. She goes back
You're best.
over and sits down again, and she turns the book that she brought over around and points to an entry that says Grindal, Grindall. That's the name of the ship, the Grindal.
Okay. When's it coming into town?
Piloted by Captain Jinrith Markrin.
Are you going to spell these for the scribes at some point?
Jinrith, Jinroth. Markrin, Marqrin.
thank you.
One of the saltiest seamen I've ever met.
Are you doing that on purpose?
A little.
I'm uncomfortable.
What? I don't get it.
Does that mean that he's kind of like jerky because he's a salty meat snack?
Did you say meat snack?
Yeah.
I don't know, Pest, do you eat lizardborn?
I don't eat. No, I don't eat
I meant-
lizard folk. Lizard folk are
Fucking hell.
people.
Dragonborn?
I don't eat. Well, I mean, if the opportunity arose in which it was an appropriate situation in which to eat a dragonborn, I might have some dragonborn fingers. maybe?
Well, he's already down a few. You might ask him where he left them. He's
Fingers are
missing,
the best stacks because they are portable.
he's missing 3 on his left hand.
You wouldn't know why, would you?
I actually don't. I was not involved in that. I don't think we would have as good of a relation as we do if it was.
Well, it doesn't sound like you have a great relationship if they kind of stole your money.
Anyway, the ship is a Caravel. It's very fast, but while it's here, and it is here, in the over in the Crescent, it's docked, so you shouldn't have any problems getting on board. There shouldn't be many people on there. The problem is going to be getting the cargo off.
Which is?
Well, it's a large crate. One second.
Well, I mean, if it's just carrying in some sort of large crate, I mean, Pesk and I are pretty strong. We could probably handle most of it. But depending on the kind of people we're going to have to get past, that might make things a bit tricky.
Oh, that's why I'm sending you.
Fair.
Now, the way I see it is we could either potentially have a bit of a distraction and try and walk off the crate while that's happening, or try and deceive our way on and deceive our way off with the crate. Or we can be complete idiots and just fight our way through.
Well-
That's a bad idea with me. A lot of people recognize me later. I kind of stand out a
That's
bit.
what I said it is.
Well, I don't think that you'd have to deal with the authorities too much. He's not likely to let word get out that he was robbed. Just do what you can. The crate will say Zozo on it.
Do you want everything in the crate?
As much as you can get. The crate itself would be nice. It's probably bigger than you are. You would probably need a cart and a couple of horses to get the whole thing here, but as many bottles as you can.
All right.
Okay, then we maybe get a cart before we go over.
It's about a 150-foot ship. It'll probably be on the 3rd or lower deck. What else can I tell you?
Is it
Um,
usually heavily guarded?
Not when it's in port, especially not in the Crescent, I would think.
Could it potentially be chained down?
Oh, I'm sure it's strapped down in one way or another.
But is it locked down?
I have no idea. I've never been on this.
Well, if
Okay.
it is, it's a good thing we have you here, eh, Fingal?
Maybe.
I can help with that too.
How long is it going to be in dock?
I have no idea. I just know it's there today.
Okay.
We should probably go and get going then.
All right.
I was gonna ask, does Mari know anything about this particular vendor or the ship?
Not likely that you would have had a lot of cross dealings with this particular vendor, but you can give me, and this is just what we're debating about, give me an
Yeah.
intelligence. You are a vendor, so give me intelligence plus proficiency.
Okay. That's a 12.
All right. Yeah. Unfortunately, no. You don't really know a lot of information about him. You may have heard the name, but that's about it.
Okay.
Do you have a cart we could borrow?
No. I don't carry carts.
I might be able to find one at the Bitesmith Guild that I can borrow.
Okay. If not, we can get a cart. That's not an issue.
All right, so should we start heading over to the Crescent then?
Probably. That's
Now,
a good idea.
do we want to do this right now, or do we want to wait till nightfall?
Well,
We can't wait till nightfall.
We might be already gone.
Well, not just that, there's a curfew.
Yep.
I forgot about that.
And I, in particular, and she points at her shiny arm, don't blend in well at night.
That's a good point.
I do have something that can help us if we need to stay a little bit more sneaky.
That would be great.
Probably wouldn't go astray.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Me?
You see you have something to help. What does it do?
I have a spell. It helps you be a little bit more sneaky, a little bit more quiet.
Oh, okay. Cool. Good idea.
That's useful.
Excellent. You can count on us, Ivy.
Yay! Well, good luck, guys.
She sounds so enthusiastic.
Right?
I have basically nothing to lose, so enjoy, and I appreciate your willingness to take a look.
Of course, anything for you.
But don't get hurt too bad, okay? I don't want to be responsible for that.
That's all right. A lot of us have healing magic, so we'll probably be okay.
Sure, that won't sound ironic later.
It'll be fine. We're fine.
All right.
I am a very good healer.
So, Lightsmith Guild and then the Crescent?
Sounds good.
All right.
Okay.
Maybe we should rent a cart, because the Lightsmith Guild probably shouldn't. If their carts are marked in any way, I don't want to get them in trouble.
Okay, then we'll just go rent one.
That's probably pretty smart.
To the rent-a-cart! Budget, rent-a-cart, here we come! Do you know where the nearest Avis is?
It's run by Eric Okra.
Oh my god.
I just want to scratch my face and knock myself in the head.
No.
Oh no.
So we go to the nearest budget rent-a-cart.
So you guys are looking to go. I mean, there is no place to rent a cart. You can go and borrow one, or you can try to talk to some random person and make some kind of offer to rent one. But no real like equipment rental places exists anymore.
Just for
Well,
sorry. Would Mari have a cart?
Do you have a cart? I mean, it costs money, so
But you do have to harvest sunflowers.
I was gonna say you can
Yeah.
probably have access to a cart that you might borrow or
Okay.
or pay for to rent. But taking it all the way over to Crescent and back,
Yeah.
that's a long haul. So
Okay.
if you want to say that you have somebody you borrow it from, we can negotiate.
Okay. I might know someone. It might be kind of expensive, but
Well, I don't mind helping out with the cost.
okay, we can go talk to them.
All right.
So we're gonna go to my local rent-a-cart person.
Okay, so you go to this local rent-a-cart vendor, to your friend. Give me a straight persuasion check, and let's see how you do.
Can I assist?
Great at those.
Yeah, it's fine.
Thanks. Appreciate that. So I'm great at those. We should auto roll with advantage.
I'm going to cast guidance on Mari so she gets to add a d4 to her roll.
Oh, thanks.
Okay.
I don't think it's gonna matter if I add the d4. I rolled a 7.
You
I
never
thought-
know.
Wasn't Owen assisting for advantage?
That's a 7
Yeah.
and a 6.
That's advantage.
That is a 7 and a 6, guys.
Oh no.
I mean, I can roll the d4, but realistically, it's not really gonna do much.
This roller
Yeah.
does not like Chelsea tonight.
Roll 20 never likes me. This is not a new thing.
Yeah, you're high. Oh no, you got a net 20 tonight.
I got one nat 20 earlier
On perception.
on a perception check, and I roll nat 20s a lot for initiative, but anything else?
Yeah. So your vendor says, yeah, I'll rent it to you. You can borrow it for the evening. And he kind of is looking at your friends. And he's just like a little worried. They look a little sketchy. You think? He says, two hoops, and it's yours for the day.
Oh, that's fine. I can take care of that. And she'll hand over 2 hoops.
Okay. And I'm holding you personally responsible for whatever happens to my cart.
Of course, I'll take care of it. I always do.
Yeah, but you don't usually come with company.
We're new friends.
We're helping someone move.
All right. Well, enjoy the cart.
Thank you very much.
And,
Thank you.
And take care of old Quincy.
We will. Thank you.
That reference is lost on me.
There is no reference.
Oh, well, good. Cool.
So, as you take the cart and the very old, very stubborn mule, Quincy, to pull it, the 6 of you start heading off towards the opposite side of town.
Yes,
I
we
guess.
go to the crescent.
So, are you going to pay to take the ferry, or are you going to walk all the long way around town to get over the crescent? Because you cannot go over the 2 bridges in town with the cart because there's stairs.
How heavy is the cart? We can't just pick it up.
It's 5 flights of stairs, in kind of a, I mean, it'd be hard to turn around. I mean, if you really wanted to save the silver, I suppose I could make you make checks to get it up and through 5 flights of stairs up and down. That includes the donkey, by the way. You need to carry the donkey too.
I will pay for the trip on the ferry.
Okay. So it is 2 hoops per person, 2 hoops for the donkey, 3 hoops for the cart because of the
Okay.
size.
Pesk has a very low intelligence and cannot math that quickly. Please give
1
me a
gold
total.
and 7 silver.
Thank you. I will take care of that.
Well,
Jesus,
think who's going to pay for himself anyway. Yeah, I'll
okay,
pay for
1
the
gold
car.
and 5 silver.
Yeah, Soxy will pay for herself.
1 gold and 3 silver.
Oh, and we'll do the same.
1
Same,
gold and 1
actually.
silver.
I'll
9
pay a
silver.
gold. All right, there.
9
Fine.
silver. All right. Get your 1 silver change.
Thank you.
I'd be very careful about overspending.
Pesk is very, very, very concerned about her money.
So you
Lizard
get the
folk
cart.
don't use money much, so it's a thing.
You get the cart onto the ferry. And you start heading over to the opposite side of um, this lake, which takes you onto one of the main roads, which takes you in between the Crescent District, or the Pearl District, and the Guildsman District. As you ride your cart or guide your cart down this road, it starts to turn onto the main part of the Crescent point, where all the trade docks are. The other side where the marina is, that is all recreational docks. So this whole big arc of a crescent around the lake, this lake, the smaller lake, has all these docks on it. But strangely, this is where the biggest ships are, because this is where the boat lift is for the access to the ocean. So you see, everything from small 50-foot little pleasure ships up to 400-foot galleons. And as you're going along, there's dozens of ships along this mile stretch, unloading and loading cargo.
So
Now
we're
guys,
looking for the big one.
No, this is a tiny ship in comparison. This is only 150 feet.
Oh, see, that's a
Because-
cute man.
Mhm. I think it's just looking for the name.
This is highly maneuverable.
Yeah.
It's a big ship, but it's highly maneuverable. So as you're going along, you end up seeing the ship. It is a Caravel ship. It's thin, highly maneuverable. Well, thin-ish, highly maneuverable, and it's a triple sail, 3 masts, and about 150 foot long. And on the side is emblazoned the Grindle, or the Grindall, or something. And it's in nice fancy script letters. There's a couple of dock hands, humans scrubbing the side of the ship right now, and there's a gnome who's on a harness down, and he's touching up the paint on the Grindle writing, and they're unloading some cargo right now from the ship.
Owen, you're the best at talking.
Now, do you want me to just go up and start talking, or do you want to have a plan first?
What's the difference?
Oh, that's why we let Owen do the talking.
Well,
Okay.
what I might suggest is potentially we could go at this kind of 2 birds with 1 stone. I could strike up a conversation of sorts, given kind of at least enough of a distraction for our 2 smaller sized friends to make their way onto the ship. And then perhaps during that conversation, I can convince them to let the rest of us on. But if it doesn't work out, then, well, at least we'll have some folks on the inside.
That sounds like a good start to me.
Wait, are we becoming pirates?
No, we're not stealing the ship, I don't think. Unless this goes really poorly, I don't think we're stealing the ship.
It would make us a lot of money if we did steal it, though. But we
I
don't
think
really
it-
need a ship, and none of us know how to use it.
I think it'd
Yeah.
more just make us a lot of dead.
That too.
Yeah.
Whereas that's, do we have a contingency plan? If things go to shit, we all just scatter.
Yeah, I think so.
That
Yes,
sounds good.
Binku will deploy, explode a glitter deployment unit, and we will all scatter in the cloud of glitter. Or I'll cast fog cloud, and we can scatter under the guise of that.
I don't.
might
Yeah, I
work
don't
better.
have I don't have a glitter bomb with me. I haven't made another one yet.
We need to make you a really big one.
I'd need materials and time. I'd need materials and time, and we have neither. But I will think of that. I will think about that later.
All right. Well, the fog cloud will work, and I do think that because Rosie and Finku don't move quite as quickly as the rest of us, that they should have a person to meet up with to help get them out of here faster, perhaps.
Well, also one thing I was thinking is potentially we were told it was on at least the 3rd level below.
That's
Mhm.
right.
Wouldn't it make more sense since we have some smaller folks with us, for them to try and get in through a porthole down below while we're making this distraction?
I can do that.
I can try and do that.
Mari said that
That's
she
a good
has that
idea.
spell that makes you harder to find, and Mari can make herself small too, and maybe go with you. We'd 3 and 3.
I can. I have to go with you for that spell to work.
I
Yes,
saw
sir.
you turn in. I saw you turn into a big cat a while back.
Mhm.
Could you potentially turn into a regular sized cat and go with me?
Yeah, I can. I can definitely do that.
What if we threw a rope to one of the portholes, had tied it down somehow? Does anyone have a? Do I have a grappling hook? I don't think.
I can also turn into a
No.
rat, so it seems more common than a cat.
I
That
love
works as well.
rats.
I can do that.
We,
Rats are
Speaking
less
of which,
conspicuous.
can someone take care of a Grishk?
I would take a Grishk.
who's a Grish?
I love.
So Rosie pulls a nasty, balding sewer rat with a faded pink bow on the top of its head out of her bag.
This is a Grishk. She is good.
What does her name mean in Goblin again?
Angel.
That's right. It's really cute.
She's very cute.
Thank
She's
you.
very tiny.
Well, she's big to
She-
me.
She is a good Grishk.
Pesk will put her in her leather apron pouch with her little head sticking out.
I love
Rosie's gonna bend forward before they go any further, and she's gonna smooch a Grishka on the top of the head. And just
No,
in Goblin, just
Goes, now be good.
and then walks off. Like backs up.
Now, Rosie and Finku, are either of you any good at climbing?
Actually, yes.
I have
Is one of
talents
you
for a reason.
Could one of you, by any chance, climb across to the porthole with the rope so that the rest of y'all could climb
Probably.
across easier?
Probably.
Soxy could probably throw you to the porthole.
I could try.
Oh, no, Finku doesn't like heights. That's a bad idea.
Well, I'll leave those logistics up to you. All I know is I'll try and create a diversion for as long as possible.
Okay.
And I can cast the spell that I was talking about before we go on, and it'll stay.
You
Vinegar
just tell
rat.
You just tell me what you need to do, Owen. Because I won't. I don't want to mess up the plan.
Well, how about you come with me?
Okay.
How about you just stand at my side, look very intimidating with that wonderful visage of yours, and just be ready to back me up.
So, not smiling, or is smiling more intimidating?
She smiles with her very, very sharp fangs.
I think
kind of.
the smiling.
Okay.
How about you start smiling if they start giving us any grief?
Okay. I can do that.
I could do that too. The last time I started making chitin sounds, a lot of people got really uncomfortable.
Wait, I learned a term. So we're Owen's bodyguards.
All right, I can do that.
Wait, Owen, what's your story? Are you some kind of prince? Or are you nobility from a far off land? Or are you a lost traveler seeking the story of your family?
Nothing quite so fanciful. I
No.
was thinking of perhaps presenting myself as representative of a certain Mr. B who looks to acquire certain things.
Do you mean the salamander known as Bezel?
Well, who else better to pin something on if something goes wrong?
I like it.
Make a good point.
Stupid salamander.
What was the out of character? What was the name of the admiral again, or of the captain?
Jinroth Marquin. Markrin.
Yeah.
Yep, Jinroth Markrin. That's not easy to say.
Markrin.
Beautiful.
Gesundheit.
Gin, tonic, and macarons.
Yep. That's it. That's it.
Excellent. This plan is full of fails proof.
So with the spell that I am gonna cast, it only lasts for an hour, and you have to be within 30 feet of me. But it'll help to make you super stealthy and quiet. But I gotta stay in someone's pocket, probably.
You can stay with me. I like rats if you're gonna be a rat.
Okay. Yeah, I think that'd
Agreed
probably be the best. I
fits
think
really well on top of my head because she leans against my ears, but she's really fat, so I don't know.
I think it should be fine. I think a cat might stick out on a boat,
Okay.
especially when on land. So I think a rat might work better.
And who's gonna do the climbing bit?
I can do it.
I'm pretty good at it as well, which is I'm fine either way.
Do you want me to flip a coin?
Sure.
All right. 2 is Finku, 1 is Rosie.
Sure.
That's a 1.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys had rope that you wanted me to bring?
Oh, I can. And he reaches into one of his packs and hands you what is it?
50 feet of hempen rope.
Yep, which he has 3 of.
That's a lot of rope.
Never know when it might come in handy.
I suppose that's true, but I agree. That's a lot of rope to carry around.
I heard somebody saying that when they were walking down to the house on the corner in Barrow Run with the really pink lacy drapes. I don't know what they meant by that.
I have literally no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, you're smarter
Neither.
than me. I thought you might.
All right. So, you got your plan down?
I believe so.
All
I
right.
stand there and look intimidating and start smiling if they start giving us any guff.
Okay. So, Owen, you're going to approach the one of the workers there?
Yeah, he's probably going to approach whoever is at the front of the plank first. Whoever he's in most immediate threat of seeing a goblin and or a halfling thrown across the porthole.
Jesus Christ. And before we go over, I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace. And it didn't do the thing that I told it to do, but basically anyone that I choose within 30 feet gets a plus 10 to dexterity stealth checks.
Okay. So the person that you see most nearest to you is somebody who's kind of barking out orders and pointing to people as they're doing some work. He's a half orc, about average height. It's just obviously works for a living, does a lot of muscular, or has a lot of muscles, a lot of lifting, and really calloused hands. Kind of this weird snarl, and he's got his left tusk is broken about halfway down and split, so you're pretty sure he's probably in constant pain, and he looks it. Black hair, kind of ratty, with a hat on top of it. Not a captain's hat, just a simple little hat. He's just barking orders. What do you do?
I'm gonna wild shape into a rat.
Okay.
And then scurry over to Rosie.
All right.
Once I see that they're in position, Owen will walk up with Pesk flanking, and just look very official and stand at the end of the plank expectantly, just look like he is impatient and waiting for something.
So you're at the gangway, teaching the gang to try to get onto the ship.
Yes.
Okay. So he walks over and, excuse me, who are you?
The name's Owen. I'm a representative of someone who has a lot of business to be done here. I don't suppose you're Jinroth, are you?
Do I look like Jinrith?
I didn't think you did, that's why I asked. I have some business to discuss with him, if you wouldn't mind me coming, though. I will say, I assume that you're the second in command here. I could always talk to you for a bit if that's easier.
Well, you'd be two assumptions you'd be wrong about.
Well, then, if you can direct me to whoever is currently in charge of the vessel, it would be much appreciated, and we could be out of your hair all the sooner.
I am in charge of vessel right now. That's
All
me.
right.
Bosun.
Excellent. Olsen, you said.
No, Bosun. That's my title.
Bosun.
Who are you?
All right. As I said, my name is Owen. I'm working on behalf of my employer, who asked me to come down and talk shop with your employer. There's much business to be had, and he's just going to ramble for a bit until he's seen out his corner of his eye.
Okay.
All right, so what's going on?
So apparently Soxy is tossing people at the ship.
Fastballing us.
With
Yes.
a rope in hand.
Is what I'm getting. I have a question. We never
Yes,
I don't know that
just
we
one?
ever established yet. One big one. We never really established this. So I'm not sure. How far from the dock is the ship? Like roughly?
10 feet at the most.
Okay. Second question is, can Soxy carry things when she flies?
I didn't know Soxy could fly.
Yes, the flutter ability.
No clue.
It's not true flight. It's the one where I can like go for 30 feet and then I have to land on something.
You guys finalized the race without me the last little bit there. I was so busy with everything else, I don't remember what we gave them. I don't remember a flutter ability, but okay. It sounds like did we model it off of the barbarian ability?
We did, yeah. So
okay, all right.
it's not true flight. I have to stop. It's basically like I can leap really far.
I'd say as long as you're lightly encumbered, that's fine. Or not heavy encumbered.
Okay, so in theory, could I carry Rosie and Finku?
I don't know. Then you'd have to calculate out their weight and equipment with yours, which should be on your character sheets. So it should be pretty
Yes.
quick.
How much do you guys weigh?
How rude.
With everything, 65 pounds that I carry.
Plus a little rat. So, not even 5 pounds.
And Finku?
I'm carrying a fair amount of stuff.
Okay, well, you're looking. We never figured out what chitons weigh. I'm just realizing this now. But so far that's only 188 pounds of stuff, and my strength is a 15.
Well, your own weight doesn't factor into that. You don't factor your own weight into your encumbrance, I don't think.
So it's 15 times 15, right? Or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, so that would be
225.
Yeah, 225.
Finku weighs about 80 with his stuff.
Okay, so I can't carry both of them, but I could carry one of them across.
If they have the rope, that's all you need, really.
Yep. Okay. So
How often do you do that flutter ability?
once per short rest.
Oh,
We
okay.
severely limited it so that it wouldn't be crazy. Okay, so I'm going to pick up Rosie with Mari since they have
I'm
the
pretty
rope.
sure the barbarians was pretty much the same. I remember it not being
Pretty
very
much.
often.
But
It
that's
might
like a
be
12th level ability.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
so you're just gonna go over onto the deck of the ship?
No, what I was going to do instead of throwing her across,
Splat.
it'd be easier, yeah, is flutter across, drop her off on the side of the ship, push off, and go back to the dock.
On the side
if it's-
where?
Huh?
Just on some of the rigging, or
Wherever it was we were planning to aim her, were we just going to throw her onto the deck of the ship?
No,
I
we
can
were
do that
aiming
too.
for a porthole.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were told it was below decks.
okay? There are some portholes that look like they are at deck level and some of the enclosed places. Let me see if there's any portholes lower. There are no portholes lower on this particular ship. Oh, wait. Yes. There. Those are for what level? Nope, those are all ground level. Yeah, so there are no lower portholes. Only ground level has portholes.
Okay, which she'll aim for one of those then, whichever one we had previously decided upon.
Sure. Towards the back or the front of the ship?
Wherever is less likely to be seen.
The rear. Right now.
Okay.
Because the front has the gnome that's painting the letters.
Okay, so she would aim for the rear.
Okay, so let's go ahead and pop into D&D Beyond. Not D&D Beyond.
Roll 20?
Yeah, that.
You guys have a +10 to stealth, just letting you know. Because she probably would have given it to everyone around her.
Well, and if I'm carrying you on Rosie, that means I have a +10 to my stealth to bounce you to the side of the ship and back.
That's
So
what I meant.
hopefully I'm not seen.
Hopefully. Ooh, pass without trace. That's a great spell.
All right. All right, so Rosie
Yes.
and everyone. So you guys are fluttering over there. You're going to drop her off and then flutter back?
Yes, because you said it's only 10 feet. So if I push off and don't land, then it's still technically just my 30-foot movement.
So Rosie gets dropped off right there.
Okie dokie.
The rest of you can put yourselves down near her, just kind of down in the lower water area down there. We'll get you onto the ship or deal with you in a minute. Okay, so Rosie, you were dropped off. Well, it's actually give me a stealth check, please.
Don't forget your +10. Also, Logan, would you like Twitch to be able to see? Oh, there it already went. up. Never
Natural
mind.
20.
That's a 31 then, because that's without the
Yeah.
Nice. Excellent. Hachi machi.
So yeah, you get across just fine. Owen, you're pretty sure that no one, not even you, saw what was happening. And all of a sudden, you see Rosie just clinging to the side of the ship, this little porthole. Rosie, as you're kind of looking into this room, it looks like sort of like an office. There's tables, a couple of chairs, a nice little cushy chair, a bed, nice bed with some real nice linens, a beautiful gold sextant on a little table with a map and a little bookshelf. It's got this little fence kind of across it so things don't fall off, and a couple of trunks and an armoire.
Do I see any crates?
No crates, no people. You do see stairs down though.
I'm gonna try to open the porthole.
Okay, go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check. See if you can figure out how to finagle. Do you have thieves' tools? 'Cause you're gonna
I
need them.
do.
Okay.
And actually, given that she's within the range, can I just subtly like try and like turn my head when it's not looking and wink at Rosie and give her bardic inspiration?
Because stealth is important in this situation, I'm going to say the wink isn't good enough. You're going to have to
Fair.
verbally do something. And then this is the same room. I didn't have a chance to furnish it. I'm sorry. I will work on that next time. But Rosie is right there. Oh, God. Just shot across the
18.
And everyone should be able to see that. Just move it over a little bit. Okay, so you get an 18. So you're like fishing a piece of wire in to try to hook around this little handle that you can see inside. And you get the wire around, you start tugging on it, and it starts to lift up, and you get it mostly, and then all the porthole is open. You're able to pry it open and crawl inside. You would guess that anything larger than a small creature is not going to fit into this porthole. But you are there. You're inside. Anyone else do anything?
Once we're inside, can I start sniffing around? Because it said the shipment was alcohol. Start sniffing around for alcohol.
Everything smells like alcohol.
I thought so, but I was just for funsies.
I'm gonna try to tie the rope off to something.
And stinky man.
Well, yeah.
And stinky women.
Yeah,
Equal opportunity stinking.
of course, of course.
So Rosie, as per instructed, is going to try and tie the rest of the rope off to something.
All right. There's a mast there. You can tie it off to the support for the mast.
She'll
Probably
do
the
that.
easiest thing. Okay. So you head over there and do that. Chelsea is in rat form.
Yes, I am.
Kind of like being in rare form.
Yeah,
Also, is there anything shiny?
but of course.
That's small.
There's lots of shiny things that are both large and small.
What is the shiniest small thing?
How small is small?
It can fit in my mouth.
Fair.
I love the
There's
way you
a-
describe that.
There's a small pair of opera glasses. They're like little tiny binoculars that are a little stick that you hold up to your eyes when you want to see something a little far away, not super far away. That is nice and shiny brass and leather, and they'll fit in your mouth if you took the little stick off.
Anything else?
Nothing small enough. No, if you're looking for super small, there's nothing obvious that you can do.
Okay.
So the rope's been tied off.
Yes.
I guess I'm thinking he's gonna try and use the rope to get across.
I'm gonna keep looking for stuff while Finku's climbing across.
Okay. So Finko, give me a stealth check. And Owen, this guy is starting to get bored of your ramblings. And the captain ain't gonna see you right now.
34.
Okay. He's busy. The first mate's busy too.
Yeah, listen, I don't want to take up too much of your time, but this is very important. Basically, without saying too much, I trust that you've gathered the trust of your employer, right? You've worked with him for a while.
He doesn't answer. He's just staring at you.
Regardless, well, I'll just get the chase. Y'all, how long is the ship in harbor again? Not for more than a couple days, I imagine.
We leave harbor tonight.
You head out tonight. That's what I thought. So there's supposed to be some sort of a handoff of sorts between my employer and yours. Something that's a little under the table, if you will. And it needs to get done pretty quick before you guys leave. I would hate for either of them to be disappointed at either of us. That wouldn't go very well. So if you could just let me walk in, see if what we need is there.
Make a persuasion check.
Absolutely. 25.
He kind of like steps back and looks you up and down. Are you Juice? Juice, are you Juice?
What? Yes. I've taken you heard of me.
Oh, all right. He reaches into his bag and he pulls out a parchment that is kind of folded around some sort of bundle and sealed, and he hands it out to you, but also puts out his other hand.
Forgive me. What was the agreed amount before? I forget what was mentioned.
He shrugs. Says, "I just told him to do a handoff. Thought it said a package, some sort of package."
Yep. Now I recall, and he's going to reach into his pocket and pull out a vial filled with sunflower seed oil, and just hand it off.
He doesn't know that. He goes, and he just takes it and puts it in his pocket and hands you the package.
Excellent. Now, there was one other matter of, I was told, because on a personal note, I was told I could check out the ship because I'm going to be looking at taking a cruise relatively soon. I was looking at a similar model. He said I could take a look around for myself, see how I like the build, see if I just want to go with a similar design.
He said, "Dude, Juice, well, good. You go right." And he moves his hand out and steps back away from the thing.
All right, let me just gather my associates, and he's gonna make a motion for Soxy and Pesk to follow, and they're gonna head on below decks.
Okay. So you head on to the thing, and right down the center there's a doorway that heads into the room that the rest of the people are in.
Yeah, I have to think his Quentin is just like, hi.
Yeah.
Rosie's probably 3 doors down in like the armoire or something.
Mari just kind of sniffs at you.
We should go fast.
We definitely should. I
agree.
Up until now that we needed to actually lift a heavy thing, and they wouldn't be able to get out by themselves. So, yeah, let's go grab that real quick.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Mari's gonna hop back into like Rosie's pocket.
Okay.
She's not very fast as a rat, you guys.
She's gonna scratch your head.
She leans into the scritches.
So you guys head downstairs.
Mm-hmm. Looking for that Zozo.
The first room you come to is just a room. It's nothing really obvious. There's the mass support, and the walls are getting a little thicker here. You can see up ahead some cargo and some rowboats, and there's a door here. I forgot to barricade the door. This is actually a door, but it as you check that door out, there's more cargo here, and another door that seems to go towards the rear. And then if you keep looking forward, although it is fairly dark down here, you see there's more cargo, and it continues past that if you want. Or you can go down to the next level.
Well, we were told it was on the 3rd level or below, so we should probably check down one more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we being stealthy?
As much as
There's
possible.
nobody down here right now, but you can be, yeah.
Well,
Just-
also Mari has the +10 on us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
And
pretty obvious.
also-
pretty.
For for my sake, because both of my things are an hour time limit, how long has it been so far?
Not long.
Yeah, the
okay, so-
flutter ability is my move action, so it would have been very quick for
Okay,
me to drop you guys off.
Just double checking.
So you guys continue all the way down. And down here is the main one of the main cargo holds, but also it seems like there's a lot of hammocks hanging in here. So a lot of the crew seem to spend time here.
Can I use locate object? My spell to narrow it down quicker. Where we need to go.
Yeah, I suppose.
So Pest will cast locate object and use that to guide us quickly through the ship.
There's only a couple of crates down at this level. As you use your locate object, you start to reach out. What is it you're looking for exactly with locate object?
Ivy described the alcohol, so I would use that as the
Nope, just said it was a crate with Zozo on it.
then I would look for the crate with Zozo on it.
Okay.
Because sorry,
That's,
I was dealing with a cat emergency
okay.
when
That's okay. That's a good enough description there. So you get a ping. You kind of feel yourself reach out, and it's kind of pulling towards a particular direction. As you go down to the third level, you feel it pull a little harder, and then it's across the way now. As you look down, and again, it's still hard to see except for right around where the glow comes from the opening where they load the cargo, which is the one boat term I didn't learn. But you can see two people in hammocks look like they're asleep. Right underneath that as the sun is kind of shining down. And past that is where all the crates are. And one of those crates is the crate you're looking for. And as you get a little closer, you realize it's the large one right to the left, to the port side.
let's see. So they're sleeping. We want to go quick.
Yeah.
And he'll actually cast message at this point to stay silent, but he'll message Finku. You want to go ahead and sneak on up, see if you can take care of any locks that might be there? Maybe take Mari with you?
He just kind of thumbs up.
Mari just kind of peeks her head out. He's gonna jump out of Rosie's pocket.
Yeah, just try and get Rosie's attention silently. Just like, we're gonna go and have a look.
And Mari's just gonna follow Finku.
And he's gonna stealth along.
All right, go ahead and move to where you're trying to get to.
Where's the... Okay, you're grabbing stuff. Which was the crate?
Keep going. The big one all the way at the top.
So yeah, he's gonna try and stealth past.
All right. So as you creep your way up, give me a stealth check.
33.
Okay.
Plus
So
10.
yeah, you
That's with the plus. That's with the plus 10.
only level 3.
Ooh.
Would I need to roll it as well? 'Cause I'm
33?
following.
Why is that
23
a 3,
on
Heather?
23 on the die. So, yeah.
Heather made a face like that was bad. A 33.
No, I misheard him.
33.
Oh, okay. All right.
What did
So,
you think I said?
Mari,
3?
if you're moving
You
up
think I said
2,
3?
yes, but you get advantage because you're a rat.
So okay. I think that's just 0. Yeah. So that is 25
Okay. Yeah, you're still
plus
fine.
10.
So you guys are sneaking up there, and Finku, as you get up to this crate, you do see on the side of it emblazoned, it says Zozo. Actually, it says Zozo Juice.
Interesting.
Don't know what that means. I wasn't there for that conversation. Is there any traps and or locks?
There are no traps, and there's no locks, but it's nailed shut.
Could he use his Tinker's tools to open it?
Sure, yeah.
Is that a check or is that just easy?
Oh, there's going to be a check, and it's going to be very, very difficult to do without making noise.
Hmm.
Pulling nails is not stealthy.
And so wait, who's sleeping in the area, or where are they? Or
There are two where the hammocks are. I just placed hammocks down.
oh, okay. Oh, I see them now.
So yeah, the crate is 10 by 10.
A little less, but it's pretty big. It's not as tall though. It's only like 4 feet tall. It's like 6 by 6 by 4 roughly.
He's gonna get attention of the rat and say he's gonna we'll go back before he tries to be noisy.
She
So
just
you guys are going to come all the way back?
Yeah.
All right, with those checks, that's fine. You're back.
He's just gonna whisper to Owen. It's like, I feel like it might be easier to open it and carry the bottles away.
Well, the only issue is once we're seen taking bottles out, there's anyone who sees us, something's gonna be off.
Do you want me to cast silence?
That would be useful.
That could.
Okay.
I could work with that. Because it's not going to be quiet opening it.
The other idea, well, if we had to do a Hail Mary, I was thinking I'd wake the two up and tell them that they were told to help us get it out of here. But if we can do this silently, it might work just as well.
We could also convince the people on deck that we were told to take it out.
That's what I was planning on as well. However, regardless of what we do, the only people can be seen on the main deck are Soxy, Pesk, and me, because they didn't see you three get on the ship.
That's
Okay,
true.
We have our way out.
I do.
All right, sounds
I
like
s-
a plan.
Still think it could be a tall order, convincing them that you're just taking this.
Worst case scenario, we're exactly where we are right now. We cast a few spells and run, and well, that's it.
I can be very convincing with the help of a little magic.
I'm happy to try whatever, but
Let's go quick.
Too late.
Because there's no other place this box could fit out other than the main exit, right? There's no like
It could be hoisted out.
side, but that would still require going up to the main deck and hoisting it out.
You're not even sure you could get this up the stairs. Maybe on its side you could lift it or roll it, but you'd have to tip it up on its side to do that.
I think emptying as much of it into sacks as we can and leaving the crate is going to be a lot less inconspicuous.
I had an idea.
That's not a bad idea.
If we can get it out into the other room, and we get it open, bottles float, right? We could try then opening it out there where there's no people and then putting them out the portholes. I can swim pretty okay.
I can
I
hold my
could
breath
collect
for
them.
15 minutes.
Yeah, so Pesk and I could collect them from the water.
so what we could do is we could open it and then take all the bottles and drop them out the porthole, and then you guys just walk off.
Yep.
Hopefully, maybe
Now,
we should
Do
try
you
to get
remember
the-
dropping things out of the porthole is about a 2-story drop. That noise is going to be obvious, and if they do float, if you hit a bottle with another bottle, that's definitely going to be noticeable.
Not if you cast silence on the area.
I've
How big is
only
the
got it
silence area?
once, and it's a 20-foot sphere. It's not going to last that long, unfortunately.
Yeah, true.
Also, do full bottles float?
I don't know.
Either way, we could all probably carry an amount of bottles just on. We all have backpacks.
I think I've got a sack or two as well, so
Yeah, I do
we'll do our
also.
best. Let's take what we can and then book it before we're caught.
Or
So Pascal will cast silence in the room so we can move around while those people are sleeping.
All right, so it's a 20-foot radius or 20-foot sphere? That's a big
20-foot
difference.
radius sphere.
Okay, I'm going to give you your radius.
Logan,
No.
are there actually those smaller boxes there also?
Yeah.
All right. This is just one last idea, sorry, but if we're quick about it, could we empty one of the smaller crates and load that up with the bottles instead?
And each carry out a bunch of crates.
Or at least carry out one or two?
Again, do we have leave to take them off the oh, sorry.
I can't.
There you
Do
go.
we have?
Put a
Oh,
ring
it's
on it.
big.
I believe.
I can't move it.
I believe I can get away with quite a bit at this point. Sounds like I had free reign.
Well, let's
ahead.
do
Okay.
quick.
All right.
You should be able to now.
I'm moving it right now.
I think he's gonna head back over to the crate.
Okay.
And start pulling nails out.
Okay.
Logan, real quick. Sorry.
Yeah.
In Mari's normal form, could she fit through the portholes?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. Okay, thanks.
All right, so Finku, you get over there, and as soon as Finku crosses the threshold of this spell, well, you guys couldn't hear him anyway, but he gets over there, and you just see him ripping nails out of this as best he can with his tools, hammering and just pulling. You hear nothing. It's like dead silence.
He pulls out a hacksaw at one point.
Chainsaw, just whang. You hear nothing. And you can see him cussing. He hits his thumb, and it's all bad. But he eventually starts getting enough crates out. You get a crew. How long does the spell last, though?
10 minutes.
Okay, that's plenty of time. So about 5 or 6 minutes later, you guys are getting kind of antsy, but he's finally got it. I don't think you have a lot of strength, right, Finku?
No.
Yeah, so even after, you would have to remove a lot more nails than, say, someone who had a big strength like Soxy, who could have come over and just ripped it off with the crowbar. But so you had to remove a few extra nails. Takes a little bit longer.
Gestures, she'll go over and help him.
I mean, he's happy to help. Like,
Which
there's
is
no
more
reason for him
important,
just
going
to-
faster or the chance that you might wake these two up by having Soxy come over?
going fat. No. He's fine. He's fine.
Okay, so yeah, he
Fine
just
doing it
tears through it. So it takes 4 to 5 minutes somewhere in there, and so Soxy, you or Finka, you get it. You start to pry up that you don't hear anything. Nobody hears anything, but you almost get that feeling. You can see it just kind of skip and jump, like you in your head. If you've ever ripped off nails out of a wood, you hear that. You can hear it, but you can't hear it. There's no
I
sound.
have absolutely done that very recently. So
Oh,
I know
yeah.
exactly what you mean.
Like if you're torn apart a pallet, that's the best. So you get it open, and inside.
How about a shed? How about a shed?
There you go. Inside is smaller crates. Little wine-sized crates with 2 little fabric or hempen handles on them. So
as
it's
Finkel-
they're
sorry.
little manageable-sized crates.
Okay. As Finkel looks in, just takes a second, and you just see him go.
So that was good or bad.
He big old cuss that you didn't hear.
Owen's gonna cast message. Everything all right, son?
Isn't
Do I
the
hear
message-
that?
It's a
You
question. I don't know if it's actual hearing or if it's in the head.
I think it's just
It-
in the head.
It
We'll say that for
should
now. I'll look at
be-
that one. That's interesting. Go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead and you can say it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think he can
everything-
respond because I think he has to whisper. Or you can't respond on that one.
You can respond on message, but
You do have to whisper, so yeah.
so he'd potentially be able to hear it, but he wouldn't be able to respond.
Yeah, I'll say that's fine.
Yep.
Everything all right, son? Thumbs up for yes, thumbs down for no.
Yeah, go ahead. Well, I'm going to let that go because I didn't catch it in time, but Magical Silence does block that spell normally.
Oh.
So
Okay.
that's fine. So he just seems to understand what you're asking and gives you a thumbs up, leaving Owen to the misconception that the spell
thumbs
works on-
down.
Oh, thumbs down is
Thumbs
bad?
down.
Why is it bad?
Well, he's then gonna charade.
Okay.
Rosie's gonna sneak over.
All right, Rosie, give me a stealth check. As he is charading over there. 2 words. First word. 7 syllables. What? Yeah, you're fine.
35.
Yeah, so you're.
Jesus Christ.
He steps.
This is
He
your
steps
fault,
until. Yeah. He steps until he can hear his footstep. Just
Okay,
like
so you get just
slightly.
the edge, and you're just like,
There are smaller crates inside the bigger crate. So, we can probably get them out.
You want to see if we can make a line and just have people pass them so that people don't sneak back and forth?
I have a bit of an idea. Owen probably whispers to Pesk.
He just sort of nods and he just starts to pull out the crates.
Okay.
Like he goes back. to the-
Russ, I'm not sure if you're familiar with the size of a wine crate. They're fairly small. They hold about 5 bottles of wine. They're about that tall, that wide, that deep. So
Okay.
they're not very big. So
I'm
there's
aware
probably-
of what this is because I worked in a
Okay.
shop for 7
All
years.
right, got it. So yeah, so they're easily manageable size and weight inside for anybody.
Owen, at this time, let me
And you guys will
double-check.
see him pull one of these out by the handles. And so they got this big emblazoned Zozo on it. Zozo juice. Kind of a monster sort of writing on it.
I just had to double check something before I did it, but Owen's gonna go ahead. I'm not sure how this will necessarily affect things even though, but he's gonna go ahead and rapid fire one after the other, cast sleep on one of the bunks and cast sleep on the other bunk, just to try and keep them knocked out if anything happens, and then go and take one of each of his other sets of ropes and both gag and bind both of them.
Okay.
Okay then.
Because in theory, if they are kept asleep and he is stealthy enough, he should be able to pull it all off.
Keep your clothes on, buddy.
Jesus.
Wop wop.
Unless you're going to what's his name? That's a 20-foot radius.
That's why he's casting it twice. It's first level spell. And it's not
Okay.
concentration, I already checked.
Yeah.
A 20-foot radius is the same size as my sphere up there.
So you could probably get both of
You
them
could
with
get
just
them both
one.
with one, but you're going to knock maybe one of us out too.
Well, the way sleep works, I'd want to concentrate on each of them to ensure that they both fell asleep.
That's true. Yeah, because it only hits a certain number of hit
Hit
points.
points, yeah.
So depending on how he rolls, he has to make sure he can actually keep both of them knocked
All
out.
right, roll 5d8.
It's 22 on the first one,
That guy's asleep.
21 on the second one.
That guy's asleep. They
All
are
right.
sleepier than they were sleepy before. They are
Then
past
while-
the fuck out.
While they are NyQuil'd out,
Owen's going to hand a rope to Soxy and take one of the ropes over, and he's just going to rapidly start tying them up securely and gagging them.
Okay, Soxy will tie up the other one. She'll copy what Owen's doing by gagging the person too.
All right, so they're going to wake up while you're tying them up, but you get them secured.
Yeah. The main goal was to make sure they didn't wake up before we got them gagged.
Pesca's going to go over and open up her sack if we want to start putting wine bottles into the sack from the little crates, just to keep it as easy as possible.
How many people were up on the deck besides the half-orc?
There was only... on the actual deck? None. They were all working on the sides and around the dock.
Because there's lifeboats on the deck that are being unattended?
There's no lifeboats. There's some canoes on the second level.
Oh, is that what those are?
Yeah.
Okay, but they're not being watched. So could
Correct.
two small creatures potentially pilot said canoe with a bunch of crates inside said canoe?
I don't know that you could get it out of the second level. You'd have to bring it up to the top.
You'd have
Yeah,
to take
that's
it
what
up
I'm wondering.
To the top. Yeah.
Okay. I guess I was misunderstanding it because it looks like there's water on the side, so it makes it look like it's the deck of the ship, not a level. But that makes more sense.
Yeah, this is level 3 right here, where these are.
How many of the wine crates are in this big one?
$70 roughly. 24 times 3. So whatever that is. 60, 72.
70 crates?
72 of the smaller wine crate size crates inside this larger crate.
And Ivy said she didn't need the entire crate, right? She
She
just
said
needed.
nice, but yeah, no, she didn't. She didn't give any indication on how many of these she was entitled to. But she did give some indication she was not necessarily entitled to the entire crate.
And I'm assuming at this point, given how heavy that would be, even between Pesca and Soxy, it'd be impossible to lift the whole thing.
That would be really tough. You'd need a full winch to be able to do that.
Okay.
I think we grab what we can carry and GTFO before we're caught.
Sounds like a
Yeah.
plan. Let's fill up some sacks, grab some in our hands, and just walk on out.
Sounds good.
Well, one thing are the crates small enough to fit through the porthole?
Yeah. You can turn them sideways and fit them in.
Okay, because in theory, I don't remember how many sacks I have. I think Soxy has 10 sacks.
Okay.
Yes. In
It's like
theory,
5
would a
pounds worth of sacks, but okay.
she's strong enough, she can carry it. In theory, does each sack hold a case of wine? One of the boxes?
It would hold 2.
Okay, so
The
we
sacks are
could.
big. Maybe even 3.
Okay. All right, because we could load up a couple sacks with crates and then slide them down the rope that they're using to get out of the portholes anyway.
If the rope is still there, having been attached to the dock and inside the ship for 7-8 minutes now.
Yeah, that is a good point. We should probably just go.
Yep, we should. My spell's gonna wear off any second. We should go.
Yep.
All right.
So
Let's get out of here.
Grab as many as we possibly can.
Yep. I load up a couple sacks and hand them to people that can carry them.
I'm gonna
Okay,
hop
so-
back into Rosie's pocket.
Okay. So each one of these cases of 4 bottles, you would guess, weighs about 15 pounds. For
it's not gonna be much
awkwardness
help.
sake, you could probably only carry about 5 if you can carry that much weight. Maybe 6 for the taller people. That would be the most anybody can carry. The smaller creatures can only carry maybe 2 or 3 at the most.
And how is carrying capacity determined again? It's strength
15
times
times your strength. So you're probably not going to hit that. You're going to hit the awkwardness of trying to carry that much, the size of it more than anything. But you're talking 5 of them is going to be 75 pounds.
Yep.
So you're talking
And 6 of them would be 90.
a bag and a half of cement. So yeah, or 2 bags of cement with 6 of them roughly. That is as somebody who's done that many times. That's not easy to do.
Okay, Soxy can carry 6 before
Okay.
she's encumbered.
Yep.
She still won't be encumbered while carrying that.
So just figure out how much you can carry based on your encumbrance and your size, and we'll kind of total up after this. But my point is, you guys load up with as much as you can and start moving.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So you guys get up 3 flights of stairs that you're walking with these, and you're back into the captain's quarters. And it is not a you're like it's not a fun time to be walking upstairs trying to carry all this. Your rope is still there. It seems like nobody has noticed it. And what is it you guys are doing?
Get as many out with the smaller ones as possible.
Yeah, could send them across on the sacks, like Saxy said.
How exactly are we sending them across on the sacks?
Just tie them to the rope and then push them along.
Or
That's
tie
a good
2 of the
point.
sacks together and have them counterweight so they slide easier.
Yep. Zipline style.
Yeah, it is down a little bit. Yeah, so it might go, but there's a lot of friction to try to put it over the heaven rope.
Worst case scenario, we can have someone ride them down.
Yeah, I think Rosa can do that.
So you can put 3 into each sack, tie 2 sacks together, toss them over. The problem is you'll have to. Well, you guys work it out. It takes you a couple minutes, but you guys start to figure it out. You can only probably put 2 in a sack and still get them through the porthole the way that they need to go, because they're barely fitting through the portholes. They're gonna line them up one after another and stick them through the long way. But inside the sacks, you finally get it. You start sliding them, and Finku has to kind of push it as he goes down the rope, and goes with it. And the same with Rosie. But you guys get several of the crates out that way. Then what?
Then I believe we're just walking out with the rest.
Yeah, Rosie would keep doing that for as long as they kept handing sacks out.
Well, it's over 10 feet, so you're pretty much going to get the couple of sacks that you took with you. Because otherwise you have to climb back, and I'm going to start making you make climb checks and things, and eventually you're probably going to fail. So, especially as fatigue kicks in with the constant moving.
With Finku, he has a sort of an ability from his class,
Okay.
which means he doesn't act like for climbing. He doesn't need to make a check. It's just part of his movement.
You have a climb speed?
Yes.
Oh shit! All right.
Soxy
Second-
does too, actually, but I can't get
second-
through the porthole.
Yeah.
Second story walk. I have a 30-foot climb speed, so
Jesus,
I wouldn't
all right.
need to make
Yeah,
checks.
no, you wouldn't.
So
All right,
I
if
can
you
keep
guys-
doing it.
If you guys want to keep going back and forth on that, that's fine. So after another couple of minutes, 3 or 4 minutes, Finku gets the last of the bags out this porthole and down to the little dock area. It's kind of private back behind this little area. No one's really seemed to notice, at least from the side that's important, what's going on. And what are you guys doing?
So we've gotten all the bottles out, and
Correct.
Finku, Rosie, and Mario.
So,
Like, are there any more that are still back in the crate?
Oh yeah, there are some more down there.
do you want to try to get more?
We need to go. This
No,
is we're
we
gonna
need to
take
get
too
outta
long
here.
and we're getting in trouble. We need to go. Whatever.
Let's not
shows
get
up.
greedy.
Okay.
Okay.
Good idea.
So Rosie will like slip out the window and start climbing back.
Okay.
Oh,
All
and
right.
we'll need to cut the rope from the dock when we're down. We can't have the
Okay.
rope hanging out here.
I figured we'd
You
just cut
just-
it from this end.
Sounds good.
And as soon as Rosie, Finku, and Mario are out, gonna cut the rope, let it loose, and just walk on out.
Okay. As you walk out, the bosun is up on deck. and he's just inspecting some things and looking over, checking ropes, and he looks over at you and says, "Oh, did everything look good?"
Yeah, everything looks mighty fine. Everything seems. I think I'm gonna go with a different model I checked out recently, but it was mighty fine of you to let us take a look.
That's all right. I appreciate it. Juice, you have a good day.
Will do. Have a pleasant rest of your evening. And they'll just walk on off.
As Soxy comes out, the bosun kind of gives Soxy a little wink and a little bit of a grin.
Do I catch that?
Yeah.
Can I by any chance roll insight to see
You don't
if
need to. You don't need to. He's
it's
just
that
he's
kind of
just,
a wink.
It's just that kind of a creepy little, like, hey, how's it going?
All right. She just kind of twitches her antenna uncertainly and keeps
He's
walking.
kind of grins and nods.
Oh dear. She just keeps walking.
All right.
All right, and then I assume we meet up, gather stuff in our cart, and head back to the beer forge.
So as you are unwrapping things and gathering things up, a gentleman walks over to you. He looks somewhat official. He's dressed in almost similar to what the watch wears, with the padded gold armor. The padded armor, but instead of wearing a tunic over it, he's got just kind of like this basic vest and no insignia of any kind that you can tell. And he comes over and says, "Excuse me,
Yes, hello, how may I help you?
do you have a writ for this cargo?"
Now, I was assured that wouldn't be an issue.
You weren't assured by me. And he pulls out a piece of paper and hands it to you. And it's documentation showing that he is the dockmaster of the Crescent, at least this part of the Crescent.
Well, then in that case, I'm going to need you to speak to my superior. He's currently up on the ship up there, Orson. He's going to be the one being able to get the documentation, but I'm afraid I don't have that on hand.
It's funny, and he leans down and grabs the rope that's still tied on this end and lifts it up. I thought this might be your documentation here.
Well, I don't see how that'd be documentation, but a fine gentleman like you, I'm sure you're used to finding solutions for all sorts of problems like this, he says as he jingles his coin pouch.
I am very good at finding unique ways of solving problems, but and he kind of leans over and just kind of pats one of the crates. I don't know that that's going to work for me just now.
Well, maybe perhaps we could talk about this over a drink at a later date?
How about, and he just picks up the case and says, "I buy."
That sounds like a plan to me, friend.
And he just does a little wave and turns and walks off with the crate.
That went better than expected.
All right,
We should go now.
Yes,
Yeah.
let's just get it all in the cart and get the
So
hell
you
out of
guys,
here.
you guys finish loading it up on the cart, as you're walking away, you get you. Somebody make me a handle animal check to see if they can get what the hell did I name the Quincy? To get Quincy to move.
I probably would have dropped my rat form, so I can do that. Like after the guy left, I probably
Just
would have
leap
dropped
on
it.
his head. Move.
No, not quite.
Honestly, if that didn't work, if this doesn't work, Rosie would probably.
It might
And
not.
he's like,
We'll see what happens.
Screw it. I turned into a donkey.
Yeah.
God.
Where is it? There it is. That's fucking Christ. That's a 6.
Oh, Mari.
Late
That's
That's what I'm good at.
What? Jeez, what'd you roll? A 2?
A
All right,
6.
so- well, you have a
It's
modifier.
a 3 plus.
3, okay.
Yeah.
3 on the die.
Uh,
3 on the die.
Well, you have other people that could have helped you, so why don't you roll with advantage? Just because
Okay.
there's other people here, and you're at the point of
14.
determination. 14, that's good. You get Quincy to start moving. Also, you know Quincy, so you would know how to get him to move. So actually, I shouldn't have even had you make a roll. I forgot. So you get Quincy the stubborn to finally start moving. And as you guys are kind of going away, Rosie sitting on top of all the crates, just looking around, and looks up and realizes the porthole is still open. But kind of just, yep, just knew that was going to be, and you guys make your way back to
Just plan or loot.
the yeah
Beer Forge.
to the beer forge, and that there is where we're going to end for the night. Good job, guys. Thank you everyone for watching. Sorry, I was a little slower tonight. Getting ramped back into this. Was really prepared for last week, but it's going to be a lot of work, and sometimes real life is going to get in the way a little bit, and we're going to have a little bit slower night. But these guys are awesome at roleplay, and so they filled most of the holes pretty darn well. Want to say a shout out to thank you to Nerdsmith, our network, for all the support they give us, and then a shout out to World Anvil once again for being a most amazing place to build our world. World Anvil Light the Forge, I think, is their thing, which is perfect. Light the Forge. I want to thank you all again for being here. Please join us again tomorrow. We'll be here at 7 o'clock. And then the day after, and the day after. Also, coming up, if you happen to be in the Sacramento area, we will be at Sac Anime on the 31st. We have we're running a podcasting 101 seminar. And then the following weekend, we are up at Rose City Comic Con. And we will be running a diversity in gaming seminar with several of the people from Nerdsmith, including people that we can't even talk about yet because we haven't officially announced them yet. But also Silani from Plot Hunters, Heather is going to be there, Tessa is going to be there. Who else is going to be there? Angela will be there. Joe will be there on the panel. I'll be hosting the panel, and then we have one other person one other person. Angela, I can't count. Whatever. There's a lot of people.
One secret person.
And we'll have a lot of
that's
amazing
true.
things going on there. So yes, please, if you're in the area, come say hi. That's on Saturday, I believe. No, that's on Friday. Friday night on
Friday.
Friday night. Okay, but we'll be
Rosie
there
needs
for
to
that
say
one.
something.
We'll be there the entire weekend. We'll be around. We don't have a booth this year, but it's very possible we will have a booth in the future if it goes well. So please come and find us. Take a snail feed with us, and we will. We'll probably have some sort of contest floating around for that.
Rosie had something to say.
Rosie,
There is one other super big thank you that I think is very necessary for our awesome DM for putting this entire thing together.
Yeah.
Yay!
all right,
And being crazy enough to do it again.
Right?
do it again.
I thought you learned your lesson last time.
This was a lot more work. Adding the streaming side of it added about an hour worth of work per night. Plus,
Hey, it was your idea.
Plus, I feel I have to be more prepped than I usually was. But I wouldn't do it for the role. I mean, I'm glad that the audience is here. I'm glad they're enjoying it. I hope we get lots of people that enjoy it. But I'm doing it for us. Just, this was, as we said, we're going to do it for us. We're going to do it for fun. We're going to do it just the way we would do it otherwise. We're just going to add the audience as a factor. So we're just bringing you guys along for the ride. We really didn't think anybody would be this excited about, as excited as some of you have been about basically what we're calling the soap opera of D&D, because we're on 5 days a week. And it's all written as we go. And so it's basically, it's like a soap opera. I mean, we're just going crazy. 16 different people, and I'm sure there will be some soap opera-like betrayals and things. And speaking of being excited about it, if you'd like to support us, you can subscribe, of course, on Twitch. But if you would like to support us more or differently and get different fun things, you can support us over on nerdsmith.org. You can become a minion, a sidekick, or a champion. That's $5, $10, and $20 levels. They have different benefits for each level, and that helps us out a lot. Keeps the bills on over at Nerdsmith, and all the money that we would receive out of that relationship and all the money we receive here will be going towards a charity, which we'll be announcing later this week. I can say that it goes along with hopefully it goes along with one of our panels we'll be running. It'll be great to announce that all together. So we will see you tomorrow at 7 for the next game, right?
Yep.
Well, not all of you, but some of you. Who's in tomorrow?
Pesk will be there tomorrow.
We got a
with
few
bells
people.
on.
I'll be in chat, but I won't be on stream.
I think Pesk will be there tomorrow.
Also, we've got downtimes and summaries that will be being posted soon. Also, last night, Heather and Tessa did the first Countless Chronicles, which is our bi-weekly summary and recap of the show. And we take questions. We'll have some guests on, etc. Speaking of all of that, if you want to suggest the name of an NPC, the name of a magic item, or anything like that, you can do so in chat here, and my wonderful scribes will write that down and smack me over the head with it till I use it. And then, or you can do it on Twitter at Countless Heroes, and you can find us at nerdsmith.org/countless-heroes. What am I forgetting?
To breathe.
Breathing.
Yeah.
That's a whole.
That's important.
We have the thank you posted during the break, but our wonderful artwork is all done by two of the players.
Kit and Angela, yes.
Yes. Yeah, Caden,
Nathan-
who's
Nathan
at
and
Iggles
Sil.
Piggles on Twitter and plays Nathan.
On everything.
Yeah, on everything. And Angela, who is at Darling_Gypsum on Twitter and plays Sil.
Woo woo.
I'm glad
They're
this is
great.
recorded so you can actually go back and listen and try to get all that.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Eventually, we'll be adding all the links
the art
down
that he
in
did for this
the
one.
doobly-doo. But this, I'm starting to realize this is also the Nerdsmith channel. We're going to be starting other shows after Rose City Comic Con, hopefully. So all the stuff that's down in the doobly-doo isn't going to be just our show anymore. Although we might keep some of the character art just because it's adorable.
GB specifically and Pip.
GB and
That's-
Pip, I
Yeah.
think, yeah.
Pip will be
Perfect.
making his debut this week.
I
we
think
hope.
Pip will be on the
Pip is Pip.
suggestions button though, because that look is like
I
feedback.
don't know, it's so fitting that it's just Discord and then Pip.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Thank you guys again so
Oh.
much for being here. Is it tomorrow yet? See you later.
In about 20
I mean,
minutes.
it is. I mean, for me, it is.